Has it done that before? Okay. Oh my God. Brother, I don't know what that was all about. I don't know if that was on YouTube. I don't know if that was on fucking stream. That was the weirdest streaming experience I've ever fucking had. And now I'm just pissed off. Because the shit that I paid for doesn't fucking work. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hate that shit, dude. I pay out my dick for these services. Fucking like, and it's just like, yeah, we're not going to work today. We're not going to work today. Are you going to get a refund? Any sort of reimbursement as a result of your failures? No, you're not. You're just going to take this fucking L on the chin. You're going to keep paying for the services that you hope work. And if they don't work, well, that's just too bad. Oh, what are you going to do? You going to sue us? You going to go get a lawyer? Well, with all the money you don't have? Fuck you.
We should be suing the people who are leaking the entire third act with a Paramount watermark of Scream 7.
Told you. Told you it would happen. Told you it would happen. Told you it would happen. Well, hey, it's good to be back. I'm not even mad. It's good to be here. A pleasure to be here, really. I don't even know, I don't know who to blame. That's the problem. Was that a Streamlabs problem? I don't know. And if it was, well, then I would know how to address it. But I don't know what happened. I can tell you one thing. Unfortunately, I can't blame Xfinity, and I'd love to. But not today.
Good.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, it's already hard enough to be successful with this type of format. It's already hard enough to get viewers. It's already hard enough to make money. It's already hard enough. So when shit doesn't work that I pay for, it drives me up the fucking wall. I hate when things are out of my control. I hate that. I hate when, like, I'm failing at something that has nothing to do with the decisions I'm making. That drives me nuts. Hate it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, man. Oh, man, let's go fucking just go punching a punching bag, shall we? But hey, good to be here.
Thank you to the 30 people that stayed.
Well, it would have been fine if it would have went back to the same fucking stream, but I could not get it to reconnect to the same stream. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So now, like, it's never going to get pushed again. Shut up, Chase.
Boo.
You're going to just get added to my list? You son of a bitch. I got to test if we can hear things.
Rated T for teen. No.
Brother, I'm having a doozy of a day. I am having a doozy of a day. There we go.
I can hear.
I can see. I can fight. Don't ask what happened. I'm going to beat the shit out of the next person that asks. Bubba, damn it. Get.
Bubba, come in.
Let me just start this Zoom meeting. Okay.
Zoom meeting for what?
Work? Business call.
Oh, yeah.
Call. Yeah. Virtual webcam? Running? We're back. We did it. And you guys said it was impossible. You guys said it wouldn't work.
You guys as in Streamlabs?
Yeah. You said it was impossible. It's not. Whoa! Want to come back. We literally don't have time to play a game. We don't have time to play a game. I would if I could, but I can't. So that's where we are. That's where we are in life. But, yeah.
Ghostface mask?
Ghostface mask.
Breaking news?
That's breaking news? About a Ghostface mask?
Apparently.
In case you guys are wondering, the Brighter Reanimator 4K is happening.
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It's got a cool phone holder and everything, but, you know,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck, I guess. What about Ghostface mask? Is it here?
I don't know. Discord? Post it in the?
Who's Discord? Oh, okay, I see. First look, 30th anniversary mask, and it glows. All of a sudden, I don't like it.
Nice.
Does look pretty good, but like, why does it glow? Why does it glow? I didn't realize the Summer Camp Discord wasn't active. I finally had to mute him after tagging me 45 times.
Yeah. Voicemails?
Yeah.
We have time for voicemails.
Yeah. I don't know how many there are, but I saw a couple emails pop in. I can earn price? Suspected spam. Suspected spam.
But those from last...
sorry.
Oh!
All right, here we go. Running through it. Voicemails.
Hey, Riley. Hey, Nick.
I know that voice.
James, also known as Bubba Voorhees. I just want to let you guys know you guys make great content.
Is that a joke?
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Bubba. Thank you. Yeah, when it's working.
Is this a joke?
God dang it, Bobby.
What song was that? I thought it was Chris Benoit, and then it just kind of...
I don't know.
God dang it, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby.
Oh, it's King of the Hill theme.
Oh, yeah. I hear it now. He leaves great voicemails. Okay. Got another one from Booba.
Hey, Riley and Nick. It's Bubba. Just got a question. What is your favorite kill in the Friday the 13th game and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game?
What kills in TCM? They all stink.
Well, TCM, probably Hitchhiker, The Fountain.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Motorboat and the Titties?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I like the... I'm a big fan of the Clothesline for Leatherface. That one's pretty sweet. I like that one.
Friday the 13th? I think my favorite was always the Pack-a-Neck chair, or the chair.
Yeah, chair's good. I don't think the chair's very realistic is all.
No.
Like, I wish he'd chokeslam him the opposite direction, like face down on it, because then you could buy into it some. Honestly, I think my favorite kill was always just the simple machete stab. Oh. It's just so simple.
I mean, Bird Bath is up there.
Bird Bath.
I like Part 8 kill pack.
I always like the simple, the head slam on the fence.
Yeah,
you know, that one was so simple. The simple ones I tend to like more. The super long and exaggerated kills kind of throw me off. But
the Pamela kill where cut their head off.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good too.
Most of the stuff with the machete's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the blunt weapons too. Actually, like the sledgehammer kills that never got released. Those are some good ones too.
True.
What's this one? Oh, this is interesting.
Riley and Nick, we got to go by franchise right here. Friday the 13th, Halloween, Scream. You got to fuck one, you got to marry one, you got to kill one. God damn.
He almost broke character. Almost broke character there.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill. F-13, Halloween, Scream. Oh. Sadly, I think you have to kill Friday the 13th.
Yeah, out of the franchise. Well, as a franchise, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, you know what? No. As a franchise, I am marrying Friday the 13th.
Whoa.
I am killing Halloween,
mm-hmm.
and I am fucking the shit out of Scream.
I would marry Scream. I'd marry Scream. I think I'd fuck Friday, and then I guess I'll kill Halloween as a friend. I don't know. That's tough though. That's probably the way. I think I like Friday the 13th as a franchise more than the Halloween franchise. But
I do.
The peak of Halloween is so much better than the peak of Friday. It's not even close. But
yeah,
not even close.
Ding, dang. Okay.
All right.
Next. Next.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Damn it, boys, I wasn't planning on doing this, but you said you're going to sell the goddamn channel to Saudi, and look what
Channel to
happened.
Saudi?
You done fucked up. Thanks a lot, Obama. Thanks a lot, everybody. Goddamn.
You say this guy was after the stream crashed on Tuesday.
Yeah, when we were going to sell the channel to Saudi, which on the table.
So,
Open negotiations at this time.
at this point, it's not worth anything.
Oh, God. I do want to hear it, though.
How long is it? Oh, it's probably literally nothing. It's literally nothing.
Oh, okay. Suspected spam.
Wait. This is okay.
Yeah, play it.
Calling my girlfriend. I see a bunch of calls from your number on her phone. Who is this?
I hope this is real.
Wait, you're telling me it's not you?
It's not me. I
There's
swear.
even one at 2 a.m.
I was sleeping at 2 a.m.
Well, if it's not you, who else could it be with this phone number?
So
I
this
don't know,
is
man.
so this is like on the prank phone call one. This is like one of the pre-recorded things. Does that ever fool anybody?
Fuck no.
Like you answer and he's saying that,
and then he takes his pauses.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on.
I know it's you, bro. I'm looking at your number right here on her phone.
I swear, man, it's not.
Look, I don't have time for you to lie to my face.
It's through the phone. It's not to your face.
Call her one more time, and I'll make sure that it's the last call you make.
Is that a threat?
ComedyCalls.com.
The preceding message was sent directly to your phone by someone you know, courtesy of ComedyCalls.com.
It's good.
If you do not wish to ever receive future comedy calls, just visit www.comedycalls.com to place yourself on our Do Not Call list. But we don't really suggest that. ComedyCalls.com has over 200 varieties of funny messages that you can send directly to the phones of your friends. Just visit www.comedycalls.com to try it out for free.
Calling my...
So when it starts and says, "Hey, this person isn't available," it automatically starts the recording. So
Yeah.
that's why it starts in the middle. Yeah.
It's fucking up the bit. Fucking up the bit, you know? What time is it? All gravy, baby. I got Okay. I'm just going to keep an eye on this for now. We will here to say I'm going to wait for we do have a guest.
What?
I can't believe it.
We do?
We do have a guest, and hopefully everything runs smoothly. Nothing breaks. Internet stays tight. Streamlabs doesn't crash. We're only live on YouTube now, and we're not using their configuration, their multi-stream configuration. We're going right from the streamer to the key, right to the server. So there's no middleman. So in theory, it should be fine. Everything should be fine. But in this economy, you just never know.
Let's just hope we don't get stood up again.
No. They would never. See that? I dodge pronouns. Look at me. Look. You can't make any guesses. I dodge pronouns. Yeah. Although I will say there's a way to figure out who the guest is already if you were paying attention.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. What the hell, person?
What?
I'm not going to say man because it could be a woman.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? What the hell, woman?
Put the hell doesn't say guest. It's unbelievable. That's because they were just it's a new host. New host, not a guest. New host. Longtime friend of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Co-creator, Friday the 13th, the game. CEO at Gun Interactive.
Come on in.
Wes Kellner.
Come on in.
Come on in. But I'll wait for them to pop into the Zoom, and then I'll switch in. See, good try, but it's not Felissa Rose.
Or is
it? Not Felissa Rose yet. But someday it'll happen, you know?
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
Whoa. Just take it easy, man.
Courtney's in the thumbnail.
All
Good
right.
looking. Good looking.
Now
You think you're so slick.
you think you're so slick.
And you might be right. We don't know.
Something tells me it's not Courtney Cox. Trickster's also in the thumbnail. No guy.
Trickster?
Come on.
We have a VTuber as Trickster as our guest.
That'd be sick. I'm in to do that. I forgot. I had something I want to tell you guys, but I got so flustered by all that bullshit that I've lost all sense of reality. I will say I should probably make sure all this is working properly.
If we guess right, I don't think you would tell us.
I wouldn't say no. Like if you guessed right, I wouldn't be like. Well, I honestly, again, I've technically revealed who it is. You're just not looking in the right places. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Burnt peanut, come on in.
Burnt peanut?
Come
Face
on in.
reveal? You know, he used to stream without a filter, and yet I still cannot find a face reveal of that young man.
He nuked it.
Somehow.
He's good.
He cracks me up, man. He's funny. He's funny, dude. Nope. Avoiding spoilers at all costs. And anyone comes into chat and says a spoiler is catching my foot up their ass.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the ban hammer. They're getting the ban hammer.
If it's George W. Bush, I'm just going to lose my shit. And Mr. President, come on in.
You didn't have to say it.
Oh, why?
You didn't have to say it, you stupid. Somebody fire Corey.
Why would you do that?
You didn't have to say it. But that still could mean anybody.
It's Bill Clinton. He's going to talk about the files. Come on in.
Could still be anybody. You don't know. Yeah. Although I should check my messages because I did send I sent it via email, and you never know what.
True.
But you know what? If yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. You know, we got a new voicemail.
Another one?
I'm about to pull that Scream game back up.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So you're.
It's 2 seconds.
So you the one who hit my car?
At exactly 2 p.m., huh?
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
It's good.
That's good.
I just got an email from GFUEL about Ghostface.
Let me. Did I close the whole game? Crap. Hold on. I'll find it. I want to play some hide and seek. Web game.
We got to put Zoom up there.
I can see it here.
Oh.
I'm paying attention. All right, ladies and gentlecars, let's go play hide and seek versus Ghostface himself. Please be patient. Well, I am. Gosh.
Trying.
I forgot which scene we did. Oh, wait. No, it's this one. This one? Yeah. Now let's turn that ticker off. I'll just play this for hours. All right. I'm going to survive at least 5 times in a row. It's as simple as that.
You can get items from that chest there.
What's the point of getting an item?
Fight back.
So how do I play that?
Yeah, click on it. Click on the 50-50 chance of survival. Oh, I guess that's the best item in the game, right?
Can't you like search stuff in here too? Hey, right there.
Wait, you can't hear shit? Fortify.
I'll keep this one. You only have 1 card per game?
Hide!
I'm trying. There's a closet right here. We're in.
Copy that. We'll send someone over.
Copy that.
Who's gonna die first?
Not me.
Not if you keep going that way, Mr. Ghostface. Where is everybody?
Okay, they gotta go to that closet.
Oh, he's in the laundry bin.
Dude, first guess?
Gotcha.
Boom, boom, boom.
Fight back automatically plays. Okay.
That makes sense.
I don't think we'll need it. We might need it. You can't see him under the table?
Brother! Brother, where art thou?
Fight back?
Huh?
Hey, wait. Ghostface wins? Or
we win. We win.
Aha!
Oh, he just dies? We killed him.
We didn't just survive.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hello. Look at that.
Next time, I'll cut you like a fish.
Goodness. One second. That just jump scared me. Hello. Sorry about that.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm sorry that I'm a couple minutes late. My computer suddenly needed to do updates, which was tremendous fun.
Hey, people didn't even know it was you. No, we got some guesses. They guessed it was you. Yeah, let's see. Well, yeah, of course. Writer-director. Jason Goes to Hell, Adam Marcus.
Hey, guys.
Hey, I guess, so I had to congratulate you in a few things.
Oh, all right.
First,
Love it.
obviously, Hearts of Darkness, long journey, and I'm sure we'll talk about that.
Yes.
But I gotta say, though, your weight loss journey.
Oh, dude, thank you.
You look great, man. You look great.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, man. Thank you. That's very kind.
How much have you lost total?
About 48 pounds.
48
Nice.
pounds. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be hard to tell on camera, but believe it or not, I've actually lost over 100 pounds in the last year.
Dude, holy shit, congratulations
Thank
to you, my man.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What do you lost, like 60?
70.
70 pounds?
In a year.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at
this
us.
group, man. We have lost one of us between us in the last year. That's an amazing thing, man.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
We just had a little bit more to lose than you. That's all.
Yes.
Now, dude, look, here's the thing. It's for all of us who have dealt with this, it is a lifelong journey, and it is one of those things that, I have been up and down my whole life. There is I think it's in the what's the name of that damn doc? His name was Jason.
Yeah.
On the His Name Was Jason doc. There was somebody who wrote on the internet, "Who the hell ate Adam Marcus?" I'll never forget it as long as I live, because I went, oh, you're right. Like, I wasn't pissed. I was like, yeah. And, food, look, here's the thing. When people are an alcoholic, right, or you're addicted to cocaine or something, if you remove cocaine from your environment, you have a better chance of beating cocaine, right? If you're an alcoholic, throw out the alcohol, don't go into a bar, stop walking over towards the liquor store, and you have a better chance of kicking it, right? Food? You gotta eat every day.
Yeah.
Like, you have to eat or you die. Yep. So it's a thing that's always present. It's always there. And by the way, for the people who go like, oh, well, you only eat chips and bullshit. Dudes, I gotta tell you, I eat so healthy, and I've always eaten healthy. Like, I'm a healthy eater. So I've never had any diseases. I've never had diabetes. I've never had any of that stuff because I eat really healthily. It doesn't mean shit. If you eat too much, if you eat for comfort, right, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And again, we have all the sympathy in the world for people who go through addictions, right? Like, that's, and as we should. Like, we treat people with addictions with care and with love. We didn't used to, but we do now. Like, our society has grown up to that. The one place we don't is weight. People are still criticized, and guys especially. Look, when anybody says anything to a woman about her weight, I just want to pop them right in the mouth and go like, listen, especially when it's a guy, because it's like, they have so much more to deal with than we do when it comes to their chemistry, when it comes to how their bodies work. And by the way, like, being overweight for a woman sometimes can be a healthful thing, can be sort of their body needs those nutrients, needs it a certain way. especially if it's pear-shaped. If a woman is pear-shaped, that's actually healthy fat. It's still better to be thin, better to be healthy, but it's still, like, it's one of those things that woman could be incredibly healthy just the way she is, so fuck all the way off. The other thing is, women are given almost like, there's like a Rubenesque thing that, like, guys can be really attracted to, and it's like, that's kind of hot, and I like a little more, meat and all that good shit, right? With guys, it is so totally okay for somebody to call us a fat ass, or to say, who ate Adam Marcus, right? Yeah. And the other thing is, guys don't talk about this shit. Like, we get weird about it because we think that, well, that's a woman's thing, get worried about their weight. No, fuck that. Fuck that. It's a people thing. And I feel as though, look, you guys ever see Eddie Murphy's version of The Nutty Professor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When he is in the comedy club and Dave Chappelle, who's so fucking brilliant in that movie, when he is making fun of Eddie Murphy at that in that audience, and he just crushes this guy, and he's sitting next to Janet Jackson, who, by the way, is on my laminated list of 5. My wife knows if Janet shows up at the front door, she's got to leave for 3 weeks. It's just a rule. By the way, with her, it's Scott Bakula, Kevin Costner. They show up, I got to get lost. But Eddie Murphy's performance in that moment, just the humiliation of that. I sat there in that theater at that time and I went, this guy needs a fucking Academy Award nomination. Because he just nailed what that feels like. He just nailed it. And for guys, we can't complain about it. We can barely fight back about it. It's just sort of like this thing that's okay for people to do. And that's fucking bullshit. That's just bullshit. So, look, you guys, good for you. And by the way, I bet you were good-looking dudes before the fucking weight came off. And it is, hey, listen, and it is awesome that you did for health reasons solely. It's awesome that you did because you want to be here as long as you possibly can. You want to have as few complications and no heart disease and all that terrible shit. But the truth is that I don't care what weight somebody's at. If you're an awesome person, you're an awesome person. That extra weight doesn't mean a goddamn thing. And how dare anybody try to make us feel bad about it? Because anyone who would say some shit like that, first off, you're a bully, so you're already a piece of shit. But second off, God knows the skeletons in your fucking closet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's usually how it starts. And usually it's something snowballs. Yep. Something snowballs.
It absolutely is, dude. It absolutely is.
Yeah. So. I don't want anyone to bully me. Although we've got years of streaming, so plenty of people calling us fat asses over the years. That's okay. I could take that on the chin. But at the same time, I felt like I was surrounded by a lot of people that kind of like enabled it. Like where it was like oh no, dude, you're just big boned. Oh no, you don't look fat, and I'm sitting there like 400 pounds and can't move. Yeah, so
resolved, but it has to be resolved in a way that doesn't fucking shame the person. Like I remember they would do this thing about this all the fucking time.
Drinkers, and then like for me, it was starting a family, but nobody else like in my life has kids. Like none of my friends.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's dude. Yeah. That's a problem. That's a problem for everything. They make you stay out too late. They make you do all the shit that you shouldn't be doing.
Yep. Still kind of do, but at least now I
got
a little more under control.
So do I. I'm out till I'm on usually on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm out till like 3 a.m. And I usually don't go to sleep until then anyway. But there is look, as long as you've got enough friends and enough of an infrastructure around you where people do get what you're trying to do and they will stand up for you and they will stick by you in those moments, even when someone's being a fucking asshole, I do think we have a better chance of you never defeat it, you never beat the thing, you just don't. Like demons like that, they're just there forever. And again, because you have to have a refrigerator full of food in your house. Yeah. So there's no way to defeat it. There's a way to manage it, and there's a way to feel better about yourself, and to just start making healthy choices. And by the way, that's a mindset. There's no rules to it. It's doing it long enough. I mean, I don't eat sugar. Like I just don't eat sugar. You know, and by the way, and I'll tell you something. This is fascinating. My God, this is hilarious. I love that this is that this is our conversation. But I have to tell you something. It's like the most fun I've had, and I can't tell you how long. It's like I'm not answering questions about the same shit I've always answered questions about. I'm answering questions about shit that matters. So I went to see a kinesiologist. This is 20 years ago now. Who I had a sciatica issue, and I was really young, way too young to have a sciatica issue. But again, I was carrying too much weight on me. I just was. And so she immediately went into that, and she said, "Do you eat sugar?" And I said, "Well, not that much, but I will eat sugar." She said, "Come here, put out your hands." So I put out my hands, and she had me kind of take these two fingers, right, and hold them together as hard as I could, like really hold them together. And she went to try to split them apart with her fingers. And she couldn't, right? She's like, great, good strength. I said, okay. She then took my other hand, not this one, but my other hand, and poured a packet of regular white sugar into my hand, just into my hand, okay? She said, great, just hold that, keep the sugar in your hand. I said, okay. She goes, do this again. I did. Like that. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I could not hold my fucking fingers together. She said, let me explain this to you. Your body, your entire skin is one organ. It's an organ, one. I just put sugar onto that organ, just sprinkled it onto part of that organ, and look how weak that organ suddenly became. Said, now think about your liver. Now think about your heart. Now think about your lungs. She said, it is poison. It's not kind of poison. It's not a little poisonous. It's fucking poison. So I'm not going to make any money off of you if you stop eating sugar. I'm going to make less money.
Yeah.
You're not going to come see me because you're going to fix the problem. But I don't care. I want you to be well. By the way, I eliminated sugar. Pounds fall the fuck off you.
Yeah.
And you feel better. You're not tired all the time. You don't have those crazy spikes in your blood sugar that crash down, and then you're like, And look, we think of sugar as just, the stuff in the packet. And truth is, you eat too many carbohydrates, and I'm not talking about vegetables and good carbs. You eat too much fucking bread. Just bread, which, by the way, is my downfall. Pizza? Come on. Come on. I mean, a good sandwich, like a real sandwich. Oh my God. Like, there's nothing better. Here's the problem. It's all sugar. That bread is all sugar. A beer, you're drinking a glass of sugar. Wine is even worse.
Yeah.
So when you just start to think, okay, how do I regulate it? Not eliminate it. No one's going to fucking eliminate it from their diet. It's not going to happen. But how do I regulate it to a point where I feel better and I'm healthier for my kids? I mean, kids are the best fucking thing for that, man. They really are.
Yeah.
Because you want to be there. You just want to be with them.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that was the big wake-up call for me. It was between that and I saw a photo of me golfing when I was like a little over 400 pounds. It's because it's funny because even at that weight, like I still lifted, I still worked out, golfed all the time, and I felt like I was moving fine.
Yeah.
Now that I look back at it, my back was fucked, but like I felt fine. I was still moving fine, and then I saw a photo of me teeing off. I'm like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
My belly's hanging out over my shoes. I'm like, oh Lord. So I dialed it in.
Good for you. Good for you guys. I think that's fucking awesome. Congrats.
No, congrats to you. Yeah, because you look great. That photo you just posted a couple of days ago. Because I could tell you were losing weight. I could see it just in the interviews you were doing.
Yeah.
But when you look chiseled. You look chiseled out there.
Thank you.
Are you like weightlifting at all either, or just?
I work out constantly. I don't do a ton of weights anymore, only because I was one of those guys. Even as a kid, I lift weights for 5 minutes. I'm like, whoa, and suddenly, like, I can't put my arms down. Like, I'm that guy. I'm an exomorph is what it's called. So you build all the muscle and all that. It goes on the outside of your body. So it's how it's what bodybuilders have. It's just that ability to just bulk up like that. So I can do that. And that's problematic because it's harder to lose muscle weight than it is to lose fat weight. Fat weight comes off quicker. And so for me, I walk about 10 miles a day, between 8 and 10 miles a day.
Wow.
Every day. and I plank like a fucking maniac. I plank about 14 to 20 minutes a day now. And I will do like 4 to 6 minute stretches, like just not unmoving stretches. So I will recommend this, by the way, if you guys have any interest. But I will tell you, I have not had any back issues since I did this, since I started doing this. There's this thing called a stealth, and it looks like a stealth bomber, right? It's plastic, and it has like a little gimbal underneath it, right? So it kind of floats.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you put your arms on it, and you put your phone in the center of the thing, and it comes with an app, which you can either pay for a subscription or you can do a free app, which has less games on it, but it's got a bunch of games on it. And what it does is it games your brain. So what you're doing is you're moving your body slightly in a planked position. You're moving your body slightly, but you're playing a fucking video game. So your brain forgets that you're exercising, makes it about scoring points, which of course for anybody who's a gamer like you're like, that matters more than anything else. And so you're playing this fucking game, and suddenly 4 minutes go by, you're like, wait a minute, I'm still planking. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're sweating and all the rest of it. But I got to tell you, it was a game changer for me. It really was. And here's the thing. What weightlifting doesn't do, and where it does get dangerous, and listen, I was a weightlifter for most of my life. It does not help your core. And if your core muscles, if your core strength is at its best, your body is at its best. Your balance is better. Your back is never going to go out on you. You're never going to have that problem again because all the muscles are supporting the back now, because especially in planking, you're doing the front muscles and the back muscles. You have a center that makes everything easier. And all physical activity becomes 10 times easier because you've made the core strong. Yep. So just a recommendation, but I will tell you, it was a game changer for me. It was life changing.
I actually just got, have you heard of Pure Plank? It's made by Edge and Christian of WWE.
No, I have not heard of it.
It's simple. It's just a board, and it's got a clock in the center, but they added handles so you can change like the positions of. And that's it. It's just a really nice, comfortable pad, and it's got handles. I just got one. I thought it was overpriced. It was half off for Valentine's Day, and I got it. And I get the price now. Like, it's really well made. And so if I'm
looking at it right now,
it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So I train core a lot because, especially when I was powerlifting, back when I was a younger man.
Right.
When I was a younger man, used to powerlift, and part of your powerlifting regimen is core every single day, because you can't do heavy squats, you can't do big deadlifts without having that foundation. So yeah, it's core every single day.
Barbell. I love it, dude. That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm definitely going to check that out. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice, and
I love it.
It's not fun. It's not a game, but it's definitely helped with my elbows. So that was nice.
That's great. It's great, dude. It's great. Anything that works and keeps you doing it because it's enjoyable, because you go like, okay, I dig this. Like I can do this every day. That to me is always the best way to approach really anything. Forget about exercise, but anything in your life. You make it in some way feel good and hit you with some kind of serotonin to your brain.
Yep.
It does make all the difference.
I'll share one more thing with you that I swear I'll move off the
exercising
topic.
No, I love it.
I love boxing. I just love any sort of MMA and violence. No,
I get it.
If you heard of Fight Camp?
I have not.
It's a kit you can buy, and then it comes with trackers that you put inside of your gloves. You can also do it. You can put them inside your ankle wraps as well if you're into kickboxing, and it runs through an app. It runs right through HDMI into your TV, and then you run it from your phone, and you're going against a bot. You're in real time. You're working with a coach, and the coach is telling you what to do. But then you're going against a bot. So as you go through rounds, you have to out-punch this bot. You have to out-power this bot, and you're going through it. So it turns this boxing into an actual fight, and you're Yeah, you're able to actually
amazing.
makes it fun.
That
Makes
is
it a game.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
That is amazing.
Yeah, playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It's like VR,
Right.
but more like you're
Right.
you're actually fighting a bag. Like you're really
Yeah.
hitting a heavy bag. And
Yeah.
that was a game changer for me too. I box like every day now.
I love boxing. I have a heavy bag and a speed bag down in my office, and I use it all the time. And honestly, I've always loved it because it gets aggression out. Like if I'm in a shitty mood or pissed off or somebody fucking hurts my distribution deal or some shit, I just start beating the shit out of the bag, and it just feels fucking great. Like you just get all that anger out.
I literally just joked about our stream was crashing earlier, and I was like, I'm just gonna go beat the shit out of the heavy bag real quick.
Yeah. And by the way, talk about a thing that, like, again, especially for dudes, because we do just have, like, sometimes your testosterone is just overflowing, and you're. And what a great way to not take out any of that shit on your life. To just be able to have some kind of an outlet where you're like, I'm going to go beat the shit out of this thing. Great. Because there is a primal urge in us to do that. Like, we do have that built in.
Yep.
I love when people think somehow we're above being the animals that we are. No, man, we're that. And just go beat the shit out of the bag.
Yeah. It helps even just like you're not going inside and taking out any like thing on your kid. I'm not gonna beat the shit out of my kids, but like you're not being hostile.
No, but even hostile,
Yeah.
even just raising your temperature up affects everybody in your life. And if you can just cool that shit down, and also it's good for you physically. I have so one of the things that I do, and this gets closer to what we're talking about professionally. One of the things that I do and that I've done for over 3 decades now, is when I was 15, I started teaching acting, and I was running a theater company by that point, and I've never stopped. And so I teach. I have a theater in LA called the Pico that's amazing. And I teach 3 nights a week, just actors, and they're actors that are all in the films that I make, because it's given me a troupe of people to work with, that are all like, we have a shorthand with each other. So when I go to make a movie, I'm like 90% of my cast are people that I work with every week. So it's fantastic. But we have, because I want everybody to be trained, and I hate how many movies are made with stuntmen where you can very easily, if the actor was trained, be able to work with them and do the work with them, and let their face be on camera and not have to replace their face and all that stuff or hide. And so all of my actors, all of them, and we're talking from 16 to 85 are the range of ages. All of them are in Fight Club, and we have a thing called Fight Club once a week, where my stunt coordinator, Freddie John James, who's also a brilliant actor, and he's in most of my movies, Freddie trains everybody. And I'm in the training too. Like, I jump in with everybody. And I gotta tell you, man, like, giving people the opportunity to, again, take their aggression out, but also be able to move that way, is really, like, every person that does it gets so fit. And people are just sweating like craziness, much more than when they go to the gym, because there's something aerobic about it, and you're doing all the kind of physical lifting and physical movement that fighting requires. It also helps with hand-eye coordination. I mean, everything about it is good. So yeah, we do that every week.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
you did break the first rule of it, but that's okay.
I did. I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move away from fitness. I will say I'm intentionally, maybe for a few questions here, we'll hit you with the ones I'm sure you've answered 100 times.
No. That's fine. That's okay. Yes. But that's expected.
I will spice it up on you, though.
I dig it. I dig it. All good. By the way, I like your YouTube button behind you, man. I noticed it immediately.
Oh,
well
thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, chipping away.
Yep.
Yeah. It took only 8 years. 8 years of doing the show. Took
whatever.
Took a while.
Whatever. It's there.
It's there.
Well done.
Yeah, years of failing, That it's kind of rolls into like filmmaking as well. Like, you're going to do years you're gonna fail. You're gonna make things. You're gonna keep making things, and you're gonna have things get shit on, and people don't like it. And that's just you just keep going, keep going, and eventually you find your audience. And hey, Jason Goes to Hell is almost the perfect example of that.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like 1993 may not have worked, but you've got quite the cult following now when it comes to Jason Goes to Hell for sure.
Yeah. It's become the Halloween 3 of the franchise.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, it's funny, and again, you had to be around in 1993 to have experienced it. When the movie first came out, this idea that it was hated from the beginning is bullshit. It's not true. It's simply not true. I went from theater to theater to theater to theater for weeks, and there was never a time when the audience didn't jump to their feet applauding at the end of that movie. And that does not happen in horror movies. It just doesn't. But that moment where Freddy pulls, Jason's mask down into hell, that was so celebrated. And look, one of the big things that people forget about entertainment. So I've never had anybody complain about the first 8 minutes of that movie, right? Everybody loves the first 8 minutes, which is my condensed, tiny Friday the 13th movie at the top of my movie. And no one ever complains about the ending. No one.
Yeah.
So if you start big and you end big, if you make them happy at the top and leave them happy at the end, usually they're pretty fucking happy. Here's what happened. The internet happened.
Yep.
And suddenly, there's a video that comes out on YouTube called How New Line Destroyed the Friday the 13th franchise. And that thing goes viral. It was very early days for YouTube. And next thing you know, people are like wishing me ass cancer. And I'm like, wait, what? And I had gone on, I had my career. Like, I was doing what I was doing in other things. And I was like, wait, what are we talking? We're talking about Jason? Really? Okay, why? What's up? And then I started getting, attacked at conventions. I mean, it got really dark for a bit.
Oh, really? At conventions?
Oh, yeah. Do you guys know the writer John Esposito?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So John wrote Stephen King's Graveyard Shift.
Okay.
Then he co-wrote and produced From Dusk Till Dawn with Quentin. He's won the Writers Guild Award 2 years in a row for The Walking Dead. He's written and directed a number of the episodes of Creepshow every season of the show. He's my best friend for forever, and he's amazing. He's an amazing person. We met on the set of Jason Goes to Hell because we both were very close friends with Bob Kurtzman, and Bob brought him there because he wanted to meet me. John wanted to meet me. So John and I are at a Fango convention. This is in the early 2000s. And there's a guy who asks me, it says he wants to buy me a drink at the bar, and he wants to interview me. At the bar, and it was just a taped interview. It wasn't even video. And I'm like, okay, yeah, great, sure. And the other thing, I don't drink. I've never drank. I've never had alcohol in my life. So I'm like, listen, you can get me an iced tea, and I'll sit and talk with you, and that's fine. But you're not getting me drunk, and then I'm interviewing. That's not going to happen, dude. So we sit down, and John is with me, and this guy starts to fucking come at me. Like, hardcore come at me about the movie. And my buddy John, has no tolerance for this shit. And, he's, ready to overturn the table. I'm like, no, hang on. And I start to try to explain and talk to the guy and kind of bring his temperature down and have a conversation. This dude just wanted the confrontation. By the end of it, John did knock the table over and went after this guy.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. And I was like, and that was the first of the bad conversations. But I'm telling you, there are people who spit at me. There are people who've thrown shit at me. And by the way, every time it happens, I go, okay, listen. This is not about my movie. This is not about Jason Goes to Hell. If you're this angry about a movie, dude, something else is wrong. Something else in your life is really fucking wrong. So every time somebody comes at me that way, I'm always like, great. And I say what I just said to you, and then I say, so, you want to talk about it? What's up?
Yeah.
What's going on? And it's amazing how many people will suddenly, tears well up in their eyes, and they start getting this whole and suddenly they start talking about their life and about what the fuck is wrong and how they feel about themselves. And so many times it's about, I wanted to be a filmmaker and I couldn't make it happen, and it's been my dream my whole life, and I just want, and I'm like, well, okay, cool, that we can talk about. Like, we can have that conversation. Don't come at me screaming about my movie because you're pissed about your life. Stop. Like, if you want to just talk about your life, I'll talk to you about it. Like, I'm cool with that. Let's have a conversation. So, the number of times people have been huge haters of Jason Goes to Hell, and by the end of a conversation with me, they suddenly crack open their DVD again. Because, by the way, everyone who hates Jason Goes to Hell, every single one of them, owns 4 copies of my movie.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yep.
It's the most amazing thing. And I'm sure you guys have seen on the Screen Box set. I thanked all the haters who have now purchased their 4th copy of the movie because you helped me put in my pool. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a perk. We had a perk on the Hearts of Darkness campaign. And I'm pointing to the poster behind me. We had a perk on that movie because we had a thank you, right? We had just a thank you credit, right? So for $20, you get your name on the credits of the movie, and it says thank you because you helped us out to make the movie. Great. But we were halfway through the campaign, and I turned to Allie, my producing partner, and I said, hey, kiddo, I think we're missing something here. She goes, what do you mean? I said, what about all the haters? Like, why don't we have a fuck you perk? We got to thank you. Let's do a fuck you. Yeah. Like, they can tell me to go fuck myself for $20.
Yep. I was just looking at that perk today.
The number of people who paid for that perk is fucking hilarious. Yeah. It's hilarious. And by the way, I want you to imagine now, right? So at the end of the movie, it says thank you, and there's a list of names. Then it says fuck you, and a list of names. It doesn't say fuck Adam Marcus. It says fuck you.
That's awesome.
And then your name. Yeah. And you paid me $20 for that service.
Genius. It's genius.
It's amazing. By the way, here's what I also love. So it's $20 for that. Then that person, I guarantee you, is going to go out and buy a copy of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now you're out $60 to me. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, just keep paying it up.
Yeah, but again, it's look. I mean, it's good business, but I got to tell you, it's also Jason Goes to Hell. The reason, I think part of the reason it has the cult following it has is because it's never left the zeitgeist. People talk about that movie. They talk about it because they get into fights about it. Great. I love that. I fucking love. How many people talk about part 3 or part 7?
Oh.
Or part 8 for that? People just don't talk about it. They might in passing, but there's not these wild, long discussions. Nobody fights about part 3. They just don't.
Yeah, it's the debate of it all. Yeah.
Exactly. And honestly, if people are conversing about a movie, look, the night that Jason Goes to Hell came out in the theaters, an incredible movie, right? A magnificent film written and directed by Steve Zalian, who famously wrote Schindler's List, starring Sir Ben Kingsley, Joe Mantegna, Joan Allen, called Searching for Bobby Fischer, came out the same night. Okay, it was incredibly well reviewed. Like, across the board, everybody loved the movie. It's a masterpiece. This is extraordinary, blah, blah, blah. I've never been... By the way, I paid for a ticket for Jason Goes to Hell, and I walked into Bobby Fischer because I was like, I've seen my movie too many times. I can't watch my fucking movie again. I'm going to give my movie the money, but I'm going to go watch Bobby Fischer. And I love Bobby Fischer, and I own 3 copies of that movie. I fucking love that movie. I've never been to a Searching for Bobby Fischer convention.
Yep.
I've never heard anyone talk about that movie. No one's talked about it. It came out the exact same night as my film, and it is a far better received movie critically than my movie was. It made no money because nobody went to see it, and no one talks about it. And that's the the great film that came out that weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody still talks about Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, it's just the power of the character. We're seeing the power of the character even now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It just never ends, and
yep.
Yeah, it's. I am. This is a question I've had in my back of my head for a long time.
Please
about
do.
this.
Please.
I'm really curious. So everybody not everybody, but you got a lot of flack for Jason Goes to Hell. Sure, plenty of assholes out there about it.
Yeah.
When Jason X came out and got shit on just as bad, if not worse, than Jason Goes to Hell, was there a little bit of like a sigh of relief at home for you?
No, and I'll tell you why. I was invited to. Well, I read the script early on for Jason X. Oh, you also have to remember, right after Jason Goes to Hell came out, I had a 3-picture deal at New Line, and I was the first person to go in and pitch on Freddy vs. Jason, and they loved my pitch. Dean Laurie came in with a pitch. I mean, like we really had a great idea for a movie, and dare I say, a better idea than what they made. Just from the fandom, from the Friday side of it, like the fun of it, it was just more inclusive of all of the movies rather than just Ronnie Yu deciding like Kane Hodder isn't good enough to play Jason Voorhees. I just don't get it. But when Jason X started getting put together, the writer of Jason X, Todd Farmer, is a good friend. Mm. And so Cunningham Productions wanted me to read the script, wanted my thoughts on it, and I read it. And the script was great. Like the script. By the way, the minute I heard Jason in space, I'm like, oh, guys, come on. I mean, I've turned down 2 space franchise movies, including Leprechaun in space. By the way, I've turned down 4 Leprechaun movies. They just keep bringing them to me.
You need to
keep bringing them.
Go do it.
It's amazing. It's amazing. There was one that was I entertained for about an hour, and then I went, no, I can't do this. Not that I don't enjoy a Leprechaun movie. I do enjoy them. But I read the script, and the script was fantastic, and I was like, okay, this has no right to be this good. And Jimmy Isaacs, who is directing it, is a terrific guy. Great. He was a terrific guy. God rest your soul. He's a great guy, an incredible makeup artist. He did all the makeups for David Cronenberg for many years, including Naked Lunch, and he's just an incredible artist. And he told me that, David's going to do a cameo. I was like, okay, this is going to be so fucking badass. Like, what a fucking cool movie you guys are making. And then I heard stories from the set. Really, really, really bad stories from the set. And Todd was getting rewritten and having to rewrite himself, and then other people were being brought in to fix shit. And I worked for Sean Cunningham for a long time, and I lived with Sean Cunningham. Like, Sean Cunningham was like a dad to me. And I know what that is. Like, I know exactly what was happening to that movie as it was happening in real time. And look, I will give myself a modicum of credit, just a tiny bit, on Jason Goes to Hell, in that Sean bullied me every single day of that movie. Every fucking day. I didn't care. And I didn't bend. I never bent. He wanted me to bend so badly. And there's stories in the doc. There's even like a written thing that I put in the packaging that's about this whole thing. I almost got fired because I would not bend. And the problem is everybody on Jason X was bending like motherfuckers. Plus, they spent a shit ton of money on the movie. It was almost a $10 million movie.
Yeah.
Jason Goes to Hell was $2.5 million. Like, we had nothing on that film. And so they bent and they bent and they bent. And they broke. And when I saw the movie, I was like, what the fuck happened to that script? Like, you guys had gold. What happened? Like, it's just not the movie that was on the page. It's not the movie Jimmy Isaacs wanted to make. I mean, it was crazy. So I felt so bad for those guys because I knew what had happened to them when they were trying to make that movie. Like, they just got the shit kicked out of them. That I wasn't even able to have any Schadenfreude. I wish I could have, because it would have made me feel so much better. Yeah. Jason X is tough, man. It's tough. And look, again, I love the artists who made the movie, so I hate that those guys got slapped around because they just didn't fucking deserve. By the way, I hate when anybody gets slapped around unless you're a fucking asshole. Like, Brett Ratner, you can't slap that motherfucker enough. That guy's a piece of shit, and fuck him. I went to college with him. He was a piece of shit in college. He's a piece of shit now. Fuck that guy.
Like TCM Brett Wagner?
You want to slap the huh?
Like TCM Brett Wagner? Or are we talking about someone else?
Brett Ratner.
Oh,
not
Ratner.
Ratner.
I was about to say, I was like, what? Man, everyone loves him. What do you mean?
No. God, no. No, Ratner.
Usually
Ratner.
it's the other one, the other Leatherface that gets the beef.
Yes. The one who got canceled years ago and just directed the movie Melania.
Yeah.
So Brett Ratner's a piece of shit. Anyway, it is, for me, I hate when filmmakers get beat up. Like, look, even filmmakers that I have a complicated relationship with, or that their work bumps me for this, that, or the other reason, I still go, I fucking hate when people come at film. I hate it. Because I always go like, do you have any idea how hard that person worked on that fucking movie? Like, do you have any concept of how much of their heart they put into that? No one walks into a movie going, I'm going to make a piece of shit. It just doesn't happen. There are people who should not be filmmakers. Like, talent matters.
Yeah.
And there are people who've had a lot of swings at the fucking bat, and they just, it's like, why, man? Like, why do you keep getting hired? Like, who owes you? You know, what bet did someone lose to you, man? So, I feel for that person, but I also go, get the hint, man. This is not the job for you. But for the most part, no, I never take any satisfaction in somebody else losing. Doesn't mean anything to me.
Jason X is another one though that is over time has kind of gotten its flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really charming. And by the way, I'm sorry, the hydrogen death is like fucking extraordinary. Like, that is one of the top 5 of the entire franchise. This is fucking great. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of cool shit in that. Like, it's cool. Again, look, Jason Goes to Hell wasn't the first one to do it, but we were the one who did it the most boldly by that point.
Yeah.
But it's the idea of like, are we gonna keep making the same fucking movie, guys? You know? Like, look at the Predator franchise, right? Look at this franchise. I mean, this thing's been around for a long time. So goddamn long. And it's a lot of movies, and some of them have been total whiffs. I'm not saying they haven't. But if you see the new Predator movie, I don't know if you guys have seen it, Predator Badlands.
No, not yet.
I haven't
but
yet.
I've seen Killer of Killers and
okay, great,
10
great.
out of 10. So
right. By the way, same director. So Trachtenberg is the guy who's doing all these. See the new one. You're like, oh, Predator as hero. Huh. Yeah. How's that going to work? And boy, does it work. By the way, who the fuck had Elle Fanning is going to be the savior of the Predator franchise theatrically? I did not have that on my bingo card. That was not there. But she is fucking amazing in the movie. Like, it's an amazing performance. The film is great.
Yeah.
And I sit there going like, yeah, don't count this shit out when somebody's willing to say, hey, I'm going to change things up. By the way, had Jason Goes to Hell come out 1 year after Scream, it's a completely different reaction to that movie. Completely different film. Completely different.
Yeah. Well, even just if the internet existed, how does Jason Goes to Hell, get perceived?
Right, because we're so much more willing to take a risk now. Like, our audience is more willing. Our audience is like, please don't bore me with the same thing. Give me something new.
Yeah.
And so look, Oz Perkins does not have a goddamn career in 1993. He has a career now.
Yep.
So there's a lot of filmmakers that are benefiting from those of us who got thrown under the bus early on.
Well, because I think there's nothing wrong with like the story of Jason Goes to Hell and the kill. I mean, you mentioned Bob already, like Robert Kurtzman and what he brought to the table. It's some of the best kills in the franchise. Like the tent spike, or it's not even really tent spike, but yes, that kill in the tent, like it's arguably the best kill in the franchise. Like there's a case to be made.
Thank you. We usually get 1 or 2 on every list. It's us or the sleeping bag.
Yeah, sleeping bag, and then liquid nitrogen, like you mentioned,
it's the nitrogen's amazing. I said hydrogen earlier. Sorry, it's the nitrogen, and it is fucking amazing. Yeah. It's a great kill.
Yeah, so Jason Goes to Hell. I think literally you make one change and it's Jason doing that, a hockey mask killer doing that. And I think like that's all it takes to get people to change their review of that film. Honestly.
By the way, originally what I wanted to do makeup wise with the movie, because the whole melting man thing that happens right when the person melts down. Originally, I wanted, as the person became Jason, and then over time, because the idea is that the evil that is Jason is so toxic that once it's in a human body, once it's just a person, that person literally starts to melt from the inside because there's just this intense amount of evil in them. And so I wanted it to be that you started to see the hockey mask almost emerging through the skin of the person.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So their eyes would get really sunken, and you'd start to see the little holes on their face. And that literally you would have a hockey mask emerging. We couldn't afford to do it. Like, there was no way you could do it. There was no CGI back then. We had to do everything practically. So that's why I was like, okay, I want in every reflective surface in the movie, I want to see Jason.
Okay.
I want to see the mask. And that's why all that stuff is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah, honestly, that's like the only thing. It's just people struggle to accept change. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just want their mask, which is hilarious in a franchise that started with a mommy killing teenagers and the kid being a hydrocephalic-headed, special needs kid who had died in the 50s and jumps up at the end of the movie and is literally just like hydrocephalic head and just nothing but like slime and, sediment. And then in the second movie, he's got a fucking sack over his head. He's the Elephant Man in the second movie.
Yeah.
It's not till the third movie that mask gets brought in. And by the way, look, I love the mask. I'm a fan of the mask. Sean Cunningham fucking hated that mask. Like, he hated it. Just thought it was the dumbest thing he'd ever seen. And if you think about it, it's a movie that takes place in the summer, and Shelley has a hockey mask. Like, it's really dumb. Like, It's like, we need to give him a mask. Okay, let's do it this way. But the mask is badass because it's so... Even more than Michael Myers, it has no expression. It's just this thing coming at you, this behemoth, this golem coming at you. And I mean golem from Lord of the Rings, but the traditional golem. There is something so terrifying about it because, look, and it's also why I never unmasked Jason in the movie. To see the face of fear destroys the face of fear. So for me, look, the end of Return of the Jedi. I mean, who the fuck wanted to see? Like, we all wanted to see Darth Vader. Like, what's under the mask? Oh my god! And it's like, oh, it's a purple cantaloupe.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
Like, that's not scary.
Oh, it's a bald
just an
old man.
dude.
Yeah, it's a bald old man. Okay.
What the fuck is that? So, if you show the face of fear, you're no longer afraid of it. And so, for me, the mask is what keeps it so terrifying. It's why the Halloween franchise is that's one of the things that they've consistently gotten right. Don't show us Michael's face. Just don't do it.
I thought they cut it a little too close, even in the new trilogy. Like, there's some times, like in the bathroom scene in 2018, like I'm like, that's Jim. Oh, that's James Courtney right there, no doubt about it. It does humanize him a little bit. Yeah. Well, on the topic of like Jason Goes to Hell and being unmasked, I'm sure you've seen what he looks like in the game. And
I love it.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts of the way he looks?
Oh, dude, I love it. No, and listen, the game for me is the biggest tragedy of the lawsuit.
Sure is.
the idea that we didn't get more movies. Look, I feel like this franchise, they're gonna put out Crystal Lake, which I'm hoping is great. I really am, because I love the idea of Pamela's story. By the way, have you ever read the comic book Pamela's Story?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like one of my favorite comics. Like, it's an absolutely incredible piece of writing. It's brilliant.
So many of those Jason comics are great, honestly.
They're great. But here's the thing. I want that show to be great. I really want it to be great. I'm very nervous about it.
Yeah.
And I'm very nervous about anybody moving the franchise forward. The liquor ad that was made, my mom always said, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything. There is a look. By the way, and I think even like what Vin DeSanti did with Never Hike Alone, which I thought were a terrific movie. Like and Vin's a friend, and he's in this doc. I love what he was doing. I also went, this is the perfect arena for this, because fan movies, like it gives people a chance to do like their fantasy version of what a Friday the 13th movie might look like, and I think that's fucking badass. But when it comes to theatrical films, here's the problem. I really wish that studios, and it is the fault of studios, it's not the fault of filmmakers. I wish the studios would stop being such pussies. And I say that not in a pejorative way about feminine gender or feminine, body parts, because God bless the pussy. I say it in the way that it has been used for decades and decades and eons. Why is it that these places can't make a fucking original movie? And why can't they get the idea that this shit will work if they just do it? If they build it, we will come. Terrifier, right, has literally no story. There is no story. It is 3 films in, and there is still absolutely no story or plot of any kind. And our audience went in unbelievable droves to support that tiny, tiny little franchise. And that movie's made ungodly amounts of money for those folks, and the studios still don't get it. They still don't get it. Like, give us original characters, give us original films. We will go. It might take you 2 to get us there, like Terrifier did, right?
Yeah.
But we will show up. You just have to give it the right audience. You have to give it a theatrical exposure. You got to stop dumping shit onto Shudder or any place else. Put it in a theater, then put it on Shudder. Yeah. But give us that experience. We will go see those movies. Dude, who the fuck thought anybody was going to see Long Legs? Long Legs, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, A24's figured it out, right? Like A24.
They sure.
And
right,
Neon
because they have balls.
Yeah.
Because they have giant fucking balls. Have you ever seen the movie Lamb?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I've seen clips from
Get
Lamb,
Get thee to Lamb. Because I gotta tell you, A24, if you want to see the balls that A24 has, that's the movie. It's brilliant. It's fucking scary. Really, actually scary. Naomi Rapace, has never been better, and she's always been a remarkable actor. It is one of the creepiest, weirdest, fucked up movies. You get to the end of that movie, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck did I just watch?
That's why. I've seen a visual effects breakdown of that movie, so that's why I was like, I know I've heard of that before.
Don't let that ruin it for you, because it's too good. You know the secret, great, but still go in. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I can tell you visually, it's quite the feat.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Oh yeah. And again, the balls.
Yeah.
So why is it that they and Neon both get it? They both get it. And look, Lionsgate at its best gets it. They really do. They've made some huge swings at Lionsgate. So I give them tremendous credit for that. Even though, I made a Texas Chainsaw movie for them because they wanted that franchise, which I get. It's so much better when studios are brave and they say, let's take the risk. Let's do original material. Let's give people a new monster. God damn it. Do we need another Mummy? We're getting another Mummy movie.
Yeah.
Called The Mummy.
Yeah.
What the heck? By the way, it could be great. I'm hoping it's great. I will be there opening night, as I always am. But can't we do something original, guys?
Yeah. In terms of original slasher, especially like Terrifier, I struggle to even call it Terrifier a slasher because for the reasons that you mentioned of it not having any story, not really for me.
Dude, you and me both.
Yeah.
Wait, you and me both. I am not a fan. But I have to tell you something. You know what I am a fan of? I'm a fan of the fact that it exists because it proves that our audience is willing to go with something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? It's like there are filmmakers out there that I don't like their movies, but I love that they're making movies.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about Damien, honestly. I love what Damien's doing because he's opening such a huge door for independent creators.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, so
absolutely. Yeah, but but what Damien's also doing is he's showing us it also better look pretty good. I mean, the first movie looks like dog shit. Just from a visual standpoint, it looks like he shot it through the bottom of a dirty shot glass. But the jump in in how much better that second film looks. But look, dude, by the way, I am not a torture porn guy. I've never been. And that's what those movies are. They're like, how many ways can we destroy a woman's person? And look, I also have a real problem with the ideology behind that. So much so, my wife, who is my writing partner, my producing partner, and has written really sick shit with me. I mean, we wrote a sequel for Cabin Fever that is one of my favorite things we've ever written, and it's a direct mix between Lucio Fulci's Zombie and David Cronenberg's They Came From Within.
Oh.
It is fucked up. It is fucking disturbing. So my wife is, like she'll do body horror all day. I have literally never let her get near a Terrifier movie. I'm like, there's nothing in this. There's no positive calories in this. You're gonna get nothing from this movie. Like nothing. You will just be angry that this guy is mutilating women the way he is.
Yeah. That's why I don't even call it a slasher. I call it a splatter film because I think
it is a splatter film. You're 100% right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Every Terrifier fan wants to punch me when I say that, but I'm like, it's not a slasher film. It's missing so many of like that quote unquote criteria.
Yeah, it's gore porn.
Yeah.
That's what it is. By the way, God bless.
Yeah, it's fine. You're into what
you're
into.
Fuck yeah! If that's your jam, that's your jam. Not my jam.
Yeah. But
I get it.
Yeah. But since you mentioned like a original, I gotta defend my friend Mike P. Nelson for a second because I said that's actually what I like about Sweet Revenge. I don't like it's a glorified advertisement, but I don't blame Mike for that. Obviously,
no, that's not the filmmaker's fault. That's not the filmmaker's fault at all.
Yeah, but I really like that he took a huge risk, big swing, and
he did.
For me, I thought it kind of worked. I don't know, I'm kind of into it.
Well, then even Silent Night, Deadly Night with Mike.
Yeah,
right. Here's the thing. It worked. Here's the problem. Anybody talking about it?
Sometimes.
Right.
Well, now you can't even watch it. So what's there to talk about?
But wait, think about it this way. Okay. Think about how many people were talking about Never Hide Cologne, a fan movie with very little money.
Yeah.
And then think about how many people were talking about Mike's movie.
Yeah, I think anyone else where the conversation continues to extend is not as a result of like a review of that film. It's more of like, what is JU doing?
Right.
And that's still the conversation going on.
Yeah. And by the way, why is it called JU? Like, why is it a Jason universe? What?
Brother.
What?
I have so many stories on that. Yeah. I
mean,
don't
if you called it, Jason, if you called it Jason's Woods, Jason's Camp, even Jason's World, Jason's Universe, what are we doing?
Yeah. It's
Marvel now? It's one guy.
They're trying to just encompass, because I think they wanted to avoid being circled into movies or television, and they want to be like, hey, we're making video games, we're going to go at Halloween Horror Nights, we're going to make every piece of merch you could possibly imagine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, they just wanted something that was all-encompassing, and while also dodging New Line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Look, I think that, again, I have no problem with people making more IP about Jason. I think that's fucking great. What I find hilarious, this is the funniest thing. You know that Stephen King for 20 years has said he's wanted to write a Jason book.
Yep. Please.
Okay. Why is that? Why was that not the very first thing? A hard cider ad is the first thing, not Stephen King.
It's weird. I'm telling you.
Who is minding the store? Like, none of it makes sense to me. None of it. And look, again, I am really excited about Crystal Lake. Like, I hope it's great.
Yeah. I have a lot of faith in Brad Caleb Kane, and I love Linda Cardellini. So
do I.
I really hope so.
But you know what? Pulling off a Bates Motel is not an easy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody thought that was going to work, and it worked like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that is not an easy thing. So again, I want it to be fucking awesome. Like I really do. It's just how many times have our hearts been broken?
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think the only way to make a prequel work is in a series. Or actually, really the only way to make a series, because I don't think you can follow Jason in a F-13 series.
No, there's no way to do that.
Yeah, so if you're gonna do it, go ahead and lean into Pamela. And I mean,
absolutely.
Have you heard the Pamela tapes in the game, and kind of where they go with that?
Oh yeah.
I think there's a series to be made out of that.
100%.
Yeah.
By the way, again, the game all day long, like all day long.
Well,
that's the universe you play with. Like that's what you do with the character.
Well, our entire channel is like built off of that game. Like that, our start is a result of that game. So I would do anything for it to come back. I'm telling you.
I got the sweetest phone call from Kane when they revealed what the fan favorite skin was. When they chose Jason Goes to Hell, he called me. He was like, it was really funny. Like he was actually like teary eyed. And he's like, yeah, they chose that. It's really fucking cool. I was like, yeah, it is fucking cool, dude. Like, that is fucking cool. That is really, like, unexpected and kind of awesome. No, I love playing that game. I thought that game was great. And again, not unlike the fan film thing, I felt like it put the character in the hands of the fans and said, okay, you do it.
Yep.
You play with this. Have fun. Do your thing. It's because here's the problem. No matter what any of us make for any of these franchises anymore, what any of us make, it's going to be 50% love it and 50% hate it. It's just what it's going to be.
Yep. Yeah, except a game. You bring the game back, and
right.
Everyone's back on your side. It's so
right.
What I want to say, everyone. What the game did is it introduced the franchise to an entirely new generation of people.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you're probably getting kids under 10 going up to your table.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
I actually had an amazing thing happen, and it was funny because it happened right in front of my producing partner, who had never been to a convention with me when I was signing stuff. We were at Texas Frightmare because they were premiering. We were doing the American premiere of Hearts of Darkness. And by the way, that show is great.
It's incredible.
That show. It's a great fucking show. And so I'm standing there, and a fan of mine who's interacted with me over the years, Jeff Dupree. He really good dude, and he comes to the table, and his family, he's deaf. He has no hearing, and most of his family is the same. And all these people came up to me, and one of his kids walked up to me and said, "How much for a hug?"
Oh.
I was like, man, hugs are free as long as your parents are cool. Hugs are always free. You want a car? Like, you want a car? Like, I mean, literally, I was so moved by that because, again, I think the best parents in the world are the ones who watch horror movies with their kids and then talk to their kids about it afterwards and like explain like, none of this is real. This is just for fun, and you can get this, and this from it, and here's what they're really talking about, and blah, blah, blah. And I think a parent that does that is a really special breed. And those kids, I always feel, are better equipped to fucking handle the world because they can handle being scared, and they can handle real-world consequences, and what is death, and all of those things. And so, yeah, you're right. I will also say what the game also did was because it started new fans who knew very little about the franchise, a bunch of them watched Jason Goes to Hell first.
Wow.
And anyone who watches Jason Goes to Hell first, it's hilarious. It's always their favorite. They always come up to me and go, yeah, I watched part 1. God, that's boring. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We talk
it kind of is.
We talk about it all the time, is that F-13 is not good. Like, it's like, we love it to death, and it's consistent. Like, it's consistently bad, is unfortunately, but like so it feels like overall as a franchise, very good. Like it feels cohesive. But at the end of the day, like when you look at like Halloween, the peak of Halloween is so much. Yeah, it's so much higher than anything F-13 is delivered. And yeah.
Halloween, the original Halloween is so masterful. It's just masterful. And again, it's not gory. By the way, that and Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a gory movie. Everybody thinks it's a gory. It's not gory at all. There's barely any blood in the movie. It's what your imagination is doing, and the grime. The great thing about Texas Chainsaw, it's got so much dirt under its fingernails. It's so ugly and fantastic. And I think truly one of the great. Forget horror movies. I think one of the greatest films ever made.
Yeah.
Halloween is just the emergence of this extraordinary skilled technician who understands how to put a movie together in a way that so few people get how to do. And Carpenter, he's just a master. And you see it literally, you see it in Assault on Precinct 13, but boy, do you see it in Halloween. With Friday 13th, you've got a guy who, in Sean Cunningham, who is not a good director, and he will tell you that. He will actually say that, so I'm not saying something out of school. He literally says to you, I have no style. I don't understand what style is. I don't understand it. I think when people say style, I think they're being pretentious douchebags. He did not understand anything I did. When there's that shot in Jason Goes to Hell when you show up to the house, when you first see the Voorhees house, right? And it's on John LeMay's face, and he has this like, oh my God moment. And then the camera goes behind John, and it goes under him, and like the house looms up, right? I did that shot. By the way, I did that shot on my birthday. I turned 24 when I did that shot. I was 23 up till then. And Sean Cunningham walks over, looks in the monitor, watches me, and goes, fucking film school. Okay? We're at the premiere of the movie. That shot happens. The entire audience goes, oh, together. The whole room. And I turned to Sean, I said, wow, a lot of film students in this.
I love it. Yeah.
Dickbag. Guy is such a dickbag. So look, he never thought of himself as a good director. What Sean is an excellent producer. He really is. Like, he really does know how to produce the fuck out of a movie. He saw Halloween make money. He had just made a bunch of kids' movies in a row. Every one of them was a worse stinker than the last. And the only movie the man ever made that really made a killing was Last House on the Left. And he went, I got to make a horror movie.
Yep.
And what he didn't like about Halloween was that the title meant you can only have it come out at Halloween. And with Friday the 13th, you can have a bunch of Friday the 13th throughout the year. So, okay, this opens me up to a lot more plays and a lot more money. Everything for Sean was money. It was all money driven. And by the way, God bless him, that's what a producer does. Producer has to figure out where's the money, right? Yeah. He figured that shit out. And then he went and remade Bay of Blood and stole anything he could from Brian De Palma and John Carpenter, but he's not the kind of filmmaker they are. So it all feels a little synthetic. I mean, Jason jumping up out of the water at the end of the movie is a great moment, but it is literally Carrie's arm coming out of the ground. That's all it is. He saw that and said, I got to put that at the end of the movie. I got to have that moment at the end of the movie. And God bless him, he figured out how to do it, and Victor Miller wrote a terrific scene for him. But this is a guy who manufactured a film. It didn't come from his heart. It didn't come from his heart. Sean Cunningham wanted to make country and western musicals and kids movies. That's what he really wanted to do. And nobody would let him, and nobody would go.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Sean. I really do. He wanted to be a different kind of filmmaker, and horror was the one thing that worked. By the way, even if you look at the jump between the first Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th Part 2, right? And you got Steve Miner, who's a real filmmaker, who has a real eye, really good director. You see a jump in quality, not just in how it's shot and all that. It's a scarier movie. Friday 2 is fucking great. It's a terrific film.
Yep.
It's scary. It's got incredible set pieces. The deaths are far more interesting and imaginative. And that's because you have a filmmaker who... Look, think about the way that Amy Steele, that Ginny gets out of trouble at the end of that movie. It's because she's a smart woman. Because they wrote a character that you go, okay, this woman actually has life skills, and she uses it. She actually uses her psychology degree to get past Jason. That's amazing. I'm sorry, that scene at the end is when she decides to put the sweater on, and That's harrowing and disgusting and great, and it's character work. And he did that, and Sean couldn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, the first F-13, it worked. If you haven't seen it, I think it works pretty well until the end.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty fun mystery.
Absolutely.
It's a pretty fun mystery. Characters are all right. I think ultimately, like, Adrienne King is a very likable person, and that
she's
shows,
so likable.
Yeah,
so likable. That whole cast is pretty likable. I mean, Kevin Bacon. Who the fuck? You know, who's going to say no to Kevin Bacon? Like, he's adorable. And look, please. By the way, for anybody who like misses nudity in your horror movies, see the original Friday 13th. I mean, especially for the ladies. God, Sean lingers on Kevin's ass for far too long. I was like, wow, I mean, it's a nice ass, but dude, that's a lot of time on Kevin's butt.
Well, there's a lot of those moments in general where it's like, why are we still lingering here?
Yeah.
Like when Alice makes coffee for 5 whole minutes. Like, what are we doing?
God.
What are we doing here?
Oh my God. It's crazy. It's great. By the way, you will also see some stuff that is no longer allowed in movies, thank God, like the snake.
That's
where they just fucking murdered a snake, on camera, which is pretty fucked up. People talk about cannibal holocaust. I'm like, listen, they were doing the same shit in Jersey, just with a different animal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that is too bad.
But you're not wrong. Look, by the way, if it's your entry point into Friday the 13th, totally works. And there's shit in that movie. Look, I mean, I saw the movie when I was 10, and I watched it before anybody else in the world had seen it on VHS in Sean's house. I slept with extra pillows behind my head for years because I didn't want Mrs. Voorhees to grab my head and stick an arrow through my throat. I mean, there are things in that movie that are fucking nightmare fuel that really work. So there's great stuff. It's just, it didn't age the way Halloween aged.
100%. 100%. But yeah, and like you said, the things that stand out are a reflection of Tom Savini. Like,
100%.
So,
yep. By the way, who is a guy who, no matter what the fuck he is doing, he shows up with so much passion, you feel it when you're on set with the guy. Like, you just feel it coming off of him.
Yeah.
He almost killed my Uncle Ned at one point. I don't know if you guys know this, but the movie The Burning, you've both seen The Burning.
Yep.
Eddie in The Burning is my Uncle Ned.
Okay.
Ned Eisenberg.
What a small world.
Who's had an incredible career. We lost him a couple of years ago to cancer. But he had an amazing career. If you've watched any 3 episodes of Law and Order, you've seen Uncle Ned. He's that guy. He's that guy. But had a really incredible career off of The Burning. That was really the beginning of it. But yeah, Tom almost took him out because he gets the shears in the throat on the raft. And when Tom was doing the life cast of him, he, this is back in the day when everything was very heavy and you had all this, you had alginate, but you had tons of plaster and all the rest of it. And Tom left the room while Ned was under all of this stuff. And he forgot that when plaster, dries, it heats up and expands, but this way. So suddenly the sides of the piece were crushing Ned's ribs.
Oh, wow.
And Ned couldn't breathe and he couldn't scream. So he couldn't alert anybody that this was happening to him. And Tom ran into the room with a samurai sword and slapped it into the plaster, splitting it to get it off of Ned. Because he suddenly realized, oh my God, we're killing this guy. And if you ever watch Screen Greats, the Tom Savini, the Fangoria documentary on Tom,
yep.
Ned's in the documentary. And he says, he's sitting in his apartment window on 72nd Street in New York City. And he says, yeah, you got to watch out for these guys because they'll take you out in a minute. And that's literally what he's talking about.
Wow. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Tom, I've interviewed Tom like 40 times.
It's amazing.
It's too bad he gets such a hard time at conventions because I know like when you're asked the same questions over and over again or it's the same interaction, sometimes you don't know what you're going through that day. So I know some people have had tough interactions with him at conventions, but he's always been a sweetheart to me. And if you get him talking, like you find something he cares about, man,
super engaging.
Yeah, he won't stop. He's all in.
I will say this about conventions, however. And this is not just about Tom. This is about anybody who does conventions. I do conventions. And by the way, I do conventions where people walk up to my table and go, hey, I'll get that picture signed. Your movie really sucks, man. And I'm like,
thanks.
Okay, all right, okay. Yeah. And I usually write "Go to Hell" to people, and then I write "Love, Adam Marcus," and for those people, I just write "Go to Hell, Adam Marcus." But even with people who behave that way with me, I never take my day out on them. And I got to tell you something. When someone comes to a convention, they're spending really a lot of money. Nobody is cheap anymore. Like, there's no cheap autographs. It doesn't exist. And a guy like Tom especially, or a guy like Bruce Campbell, or Linda Blair. You know what, man? These people are your life's bread. Like, I don't give a shit what your day is. Especially if you're an actor, act happy to see them.
Yep.
You're on stage, you're in front of a camera, you're getting paid more money than you get paid on any day that you're on set. It's time to squash your fucking ego and to just be kind. And look, there's a lot of people who come up to you, who come up for autographs who are either on the spectrum or have nervous conditions or going through their own thing. They're not just your customer. They're your fan. And nobody comes to those cons just to get an autograph. That's not what they're doing. They're coming to have the experience with you as a person. And that's the memory they walk away with. And so for me, I will always, I don't care if I've got a line. I will take my time with each person so that they know I'm not rushing you through to take your cash away from you. That's bullshit. I have no interest in that. I'm there to have a connection with you, to take that selfie, to do all the stuff that's going to be fun for you when you leave this building and go, that guy was fucking cool. Like, he was really cool to me. Yes, as we all should be. So if you're willing to go on the convention circuit and you're willing to take somebody's money, fuck your day. I don't care what you're going through. Be good to people. Be good to people. And again, I love Tom. I love him. He is. I've had my cantankerous moments with him. I've had my wonderful moments with him. He is a package deal. Like, he is who you get. And I do like that you really do get who the fuck he is. Like, you get him on a plate. And you're right. If you engage him in conversation that he's going to find interesting, not just fanboying out, but talk to him about his work and talk about an effect that you really love and ask him how he did it. Yeah. He'll dig that. Like, he'll totally go in on it with you. So I agree with you on that.
We've had some people in our chat over the years have some bad stories with Tom, and I always tell people is like, you use my icebreaker, just mention weightlifting.
You look real good today.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like, what's
Sure.
the workout looking like? What's the routine looking like, Tom? And immediately you get him going.
Totally. That's such a big part of his life. You're not wrong. Yeah. Look, something that I tell my actors all the time, but it's a good thing for people to know in general. It isn't just about the entertainment business, it's about life. When my actors go in for an audition, they're going into a room with a casting director, right? And, okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Because this will preface why I'm saying this. I was at NYU Film School. And I loved it. I loved my years at film school. It's way too much fucking money, and it's a stupid waste of money when you come down to it. But it is a great fucking summer camp for 4 years. It's amazing, and I learned a tremendous amount. I made 18 films in 3.5 years. I mean, it was extraordinary. Also had to deal with Brett fucking Ratner, but whatever. So I'm at NYU, and I was heavy. It was like, this was my freshman year, and I was bulky. I didn't put on the freshman 10. I put on the freshman 40. And I'm running out of the lunch hall at Rubin on Fifth Avenue and 10th Street, and I'm running down to Washington Square Park because I had a film class. And so I don't want to be late, and I was never late. I was always like 20 minutes early, but I'm running to get there. And as I'm doing that, I see someone coming up the street towards me, right? And immediately I recognize this person. So over 6 feet tall, balding, dark hair, beard and mustache, khaki shirt, khaki pants, right? Like he's on a fucking safari in New York. And he's walking towards me, and I'm running towards him, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Brian De Palma. Holy fuck, that's Brian De Palma. Now, Brian De Palma for me was my North Star as a kid. Like, there are a few directors, Brian De Palma, Alan Parker, Steven Spielberg. There are a few people that just, they were everything to me. John Carpenter. And so I'm running towards him, and I'm thinking, like, Adam, say something. Fucking say something. Like, be brave. Be that dude. Say something to your hero. And I pass him. Like, I chicken out and I pass him. And for half a block, I am just fucking kicking myself. But I'm like, no, you're being smart. You got to get to class. You don't want to fuck up your day. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, stop it. Like, go say something. I turn around. Now he's a block and a half up the street, and I'm running, and I am not in shape. And I get behind Brian. I'm like, and he turns around with his very Brian-ness, and he goes, yes. And I said, I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but I'm at NYU Film School, and I just wanted you to know that a big part of the reason that I'm there is you. And he stops, like has this moment. He puts his hand out to shake my hand, and his hand is like a giant meat mitt. It's so fucking big. And I put my tiny little hand in his hand, and he just says, dear boy, that's the kindest thing anyone in Manhattan has ever said to me. And he stood on that street corner for maybe about 3 minutes, talking with me, asking me what kind of films I wanted to make, what I wanted to do with my life. I told him what a giant fan I was of his movie Obsession, which he's like, no one talks about Obsession. I'm like, well, I'm obsessed with it. I talked about Phantom of the Paradise. I talked about movies that nobody was ever talking to him about, that were cult movies. We finish up, and I rush to class. And for me, it's just a great story, right? Like, that's a great story. I had a great interaction with this guy who's a hero of mine, who I let him know how much he affected my life, how great he was. Okay, we cut to 3 years later, and I'm working at a company called R. Greenberg and Associates in Manhattan, and I was just finishing up film school. And it was a crazy period of my life, because I would do a 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. shift at R. Greenberg. And then I would go home, sleep for 3 hours, and then get up for my graveyard shift at this place called Locks Around the Clock, which is across from the Limelight in New York. And I would do, from 11 at night to 5 in the morning, and then rinse and repeat. And this is my life. I did pay off all my student loans in 6 months, so that was fucking awesome. So our Greenberg and Associates, they are, I don't know if you guys know them immediately, but the titles at the beginning of Superman, the original Superman, they did those. That was sort of the thing that put them on the map. Then they did Flash Gordon. They did a million other things. They did the Predator vision in Predator and the titles. They became the go-to place for titles and design, and then all visual effects. Right? And this is before CGI. So these guys were animating and rotoscoping. They had guys like Bill Plimpton there. And I mean, they were doing just incredible work. And they did a ton of commercials and whatnot, but a ton of commercials for movies. So we did the trailer for Blade Runner. We did a lot of stuff in Blade Runner. I mean, it was that house, and it was in Manhattan. So Brian had done every movie with R. Greenberg. And if you remember, like the titles in Blowout, which is my favorite Brian movie, where the meter is going like this, and it keeps swiping the names away, but it's the sound meter, which is the whole, that's Greenberg, right? The Untouchables, when the shadows are going across the screen as the titles are happening, and then you realize the shadows are coming from the word The Untouchables, right? So brilliant stuff. Anyway, Brian's coming in, he's doing his new movie. And the whole office like, oh, Brian's coming. At the time, I was working on Goodfellas.
Oh.
Okay. So, all the titles in the movie, but when the titles kind of zit across the screen and then stop, that's me. So I was doing all that stuff, and I was basically running film elements back and forth between Martin and our studio. And Marty I'd known through college because his daughter was a classmate of mine, Kathy, who's a brilliant prop master. She's brilliant. She had the whole series of The Sopranos. She's a prop master. And then Marty taught a master class that I was in. So I knew Marty at that point. But again, I was a glorified PA, and I was riding around on a bike, running shit all over Manhattan. Now, I'm on a bike all day long like Quicksilver, right? I had lost so much weight. I'd never been as thin in my life. Like, I was like a lean 140. I was so fucking thin, right? And I'm zipping around Manhattan on this bike. Anyway, I'm waiting for my slip to come from the front office so I can leave with these elements for Marty. I'm sitting in the lobby, and Brian starts getting buzzed in through all the security doors to get to our front door and then into the building. But I can see him the whole way through. I'm just like watching De Palma walk in. So Brian comes into the room, and literally like it was slow motion, he walks past me and he just kind of goes like that as he's walking past, right? So I'm like, oh, fuck, it's Brian. Wow, right? About a minute and a half go by. There's a buzz at the front desk, and I'm still sitting there with my bike and my fucking elements. And they go, "Hey, is Adam still out there?" And they said, "Yeah, he's waiting to go for Goodfellas." And they said, "Send somebody else with the elements. Adam needs to come back to Bob's office." So Bob Greenberg was my boss. Bob was an amazing guy, but also was not adverse to throwing a blueberry muffin at you if it had too many poppy seeds on it. And so I'm like, oh, what the fuck did I do? I fucked up. What'd I do? So I head into the main offices, and there's a whole bullpen full of assistants. And as I'm walking past, everybody's looking at me with these giant smiles on their faces. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I get to Bob's assistant, and she goes, "They're waiting for you." I was like, who's they? And I turn and I look in the room, and there's Bob Greenberg sitting across from Brian De Palma. And as I walk in the room, Brian goes, "You're the fellow from the street." And I was like, yeah. And by the way, I was 60 pounds lighter and no beard and mustache. Like, I was clean shaven, right? And I was like, uh-huh. And he turns to my boss and he says, "Whenever I'm in this building, he's with me."
That's crazy.
I was promoted that day. Boom. I went into editorial, and then I became the head of the Vista Vision department just for Brian. I spent 6 months with these guys on Bonfire of the Vanities, which is not a great movie. But I literally hung out with Vilmos Zsigmond for 6 months, shooting stuff. And that is simply because I took a moment and told somebody how much they meant to me and how much their art affected my life. Now, the reason I say all of this, sorry for the long-winded story, but it's kind of a cool story. The reason I said all this is because what I don't understand, especially in this day and age, people walk around like they are walking resumes. All we want to talk about is ourselves and the things we've accomplished. Like, we did this, and I did this, and I have this credit, and I made this. The people who truly get ahead in this world, and I'm not saying this is a manipulative factor, I'm saying this is something that you have to come from an honest place. My actors walk into a room with a casting director, and all they want to do is audition, right? I want to show you what I can do. And I always say, before you go into that fucking audition, why don't you take a look at the credits of that casting director? Take a look at the work that person has done, because nobody ever thinks about a fucking casting director. They don't think about it, even though they are one of the most important parts of an entire filmmaking experience. Look at the movies they've done, look at the TV series, and find something that you love. Find a piece of work that they did that you love. Walk into that room and let that casting director know, "Hey, you know that movie you did last year? I love that film. I saw it 3 times. It's so good." That casting director will be shocked that you've said anything nice to them and that you know their work, that you took 5 seconds out to actually look at their IMDb profile and say, "Oh, shit, I do like a bunch of the stuff this person's done." You walk in and do that, here's what happens. Whenever anybody is just talking about themselves and advertising themselves, you forget that person in 5 minutes. Even if they're impressive, you're like, okay, great. And then you move on to the next fucking walking resume. But if somebody walks in and makes you feel good about yourself, you remember that person forever. Somebody who tells you that you did well. Well, fuck, man. Oh, shit, you mean you're going to do the thing that my parents never did for me? Are you going to make me feel good about myself? For me, that's the key. That's the key to success in business, but it's also the key to success in life. Dudes, especially the dudes. Listen, when you're on that first date, stop talking about yourself. Ask her about herself. Talk about her. Let her talk. Let her be the star of the fucking show for a minute. You want her to fall in love with you? Great. Let her talk and really listen and remember that shit. So on date number 8, you still know that thing she said on date number 1. I just think it's a recipe to have a really successful and a really happy life. And by the way, I've been married for 33 years.
Well, that's not bad, huh?
It works.
I wasn't a walking resume. I gave a shit about what she was doing. Mostly because I really was interested. I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love just learning about people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
why that was a great story.
Yeah.
That was fun to listen to. And I appreciate you sharing that.
You got it.
Dude, another story I'm really curious about, and I don't know if you can or will share, but like you said you had a pitch for Freddy versus Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall you ever like sharing that. I don't think I've seen that anywhere.
I've talked about it a couple times, but I don't talk about it a lot. It was simply that. So the opening of the film would be and this is the shortest version of the pitch I can do. This is the elevator pitch. Opening of the film is a typical teenager in Freddy's boiler room, and Freddy is coming after him, doing the usual jokes. Blah blah blah. It's a Freddy. We're opening up on a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. And just as Freddy is about to kill this kid, deliver the coup de grace, suddenly he hears a groan next to him. He turns and looks, and a fist just right in his face. And he staggers back, and standing opposite him is Jason. Machete and all, comes after Freddy. Freddy drops the kid. The kid scurries away off into the depths of the boiler room, not to be seen again. And you start with a fight between Freddy and Jason in Freddy's boiler room. And Freddy's not doing great. Like, it's actually, like, fair fight. Suddenly, the floor starts to shake and break apart, and both of them are on either sides of this thing, almost falling into an abyss of flame and whatnot. The two sides break open, and we suddenly realize we're in hell.
That's cool.
And these two guys have been separated because they just keep doing this. This is all that ever happens. And Freddy is there literally to torture souls, not get beat up by Jason. So they are not serving the function that they do in hell, which is they are demons and they fucking torture people. They just keep torturing each other. So a decision is made that Freddy and Jason will be sent back to Earth. And it's to clean up their mess, meaning anyone who ever got away from them. Now you put Tommy Jarvis, you put all of the survivors of Nightmare and Friday films. So you've got Amy Steele, you've got all the people from the franchise. And they are points. It's a point system. And whoever kills the most gets to reign on Earth, gets to stay here. The other one goes straight back to hell and just serves as what they are supposed to serve in hell. And the person protecting them, the person who is protecting all of these people, is Creighton Duke.
Love it. Yeah, got him in there. Love it.
Sure fucking did. And by the way, it's Creighton Duke with this bionic back brace that he has because his back was broken by Jason at the end of our film. And it becomes this race. It actually becomes a road movie across the United States as Freddy and Jason are chasing our heroes. And here's the thing. Anytime they get one of them, the other one tries to stop them from killing them. So literally, these guys are trying to kill and protect these heroes and go. So that's how all of the fights happen between the two of them. So it's a constant battle royale the whole way through the movie, and we get all of our heroes back. Because for me, I kept saying, listen, I love that it's Freddy versus Jason, and I love those characters, but let's be honest, that's going to get old real fucking fast. Unless you've got human characters that we attach to. So for me, I was like, let's get Tom Matthews back. Let's get Amy Steele back. Let's get Heather Langenkamp back, who's a good friend and I adore her. Let's get all these people back. Patricia Arquette. Let's roll a truck of money up to her house and make it happen. And suddenly you've got a movie where all of the fans of both franchises are going, yes, they're paying fan service to us, but they're also giving us the people in the movie that we loved. Because my biggest problem with all of the franchise films, with all of our favorites, right? The Texas Chainsaw, Halloween, Friday the 13th, all of it. By the third movie of all of these franchises, these movies stop being scary because we're on the side of the killer. The first movie, you're never on the side of the killer. Nobody was with Pamela or Jason in part 1 or part 2. Nobody was like, you can't wait for Jason to kill somebody. No, you want the fun of that, sure, but you cared about the people. No one ever roots for the shark in Jaws. No one. Maybe little sharks. That's it. Okay? We lose that by the third part of the franchise, and here's what happens. The studios start to make writers write the characters dumber and dumber because they don't want the audience feeling bad when they get killed. They want them to love that and enjoy it, and it becomes a roller coaster ride. And so the kills, you're waiting for a kill. Like, I wonder how cool this one's going to be. It's why Jason Goes to Hell was made the way it was. It was like, I want to hide the face of fear. I want the shark back in the water. I want to stop making people go, God, when's he going to kill somebody? And actually write characters that aren't idiots, that have lives. That this is not their life. Going to camp isn't their life. Their life is running a diner. Their life is being a reporter at a fucking news station. Their life is, poor John LeMay. I mean, that poor bastard. He's a loser. He's stuck in this fucking town. He's still wearing his goddamn Letterman jacket, and he's a nerd. And he knocked up this woman who disappeared on him. He didn't even know he has a kid. And so, I'm sorry, that's a lot of drama for a guy's life. And then suddenly the shark swims in. Well, that's scary. The other thing is, a lot of people love to say that I ripped off The Hidden. I'd never seen The Hidden, so I couldn't rip it off because I hadn't seen the movie. You know what movie I was ripping off? The Thing. Because The Thing is in every movie that I make because it's part of my DNA. And so the movie is about loss of self. The movie is about, where the fuck is the monster? Who could it be now? And that was scary to me. I'm like, that's actually going to be thrilling for an audience. Look, I love when people get upset that Leslie Jordan dies in the movie. People get actively upset at that. I'm like, yeah, because he's awesome. Because we gave him a great character, and you love the guy. Who doesn't love Pookie?
Yeah. God, John is, arguably one of the better final guys of all time.
He's so good. He's so fucking good. And talk about a great actor. There's actually a story on the doc. It's actually an extra, even though I really wanted it in the main doc. But we were committed to making a documentary that was feature length. And then there's literally, guys, the disc is insane. It's insane. It's well over 4 hours of material. It's fucking amazing. But there's a great little mini doc about Jonathan Penner. So Jonathan Penner plays Vicky's boyfriend in the movie. But Jonathan Penner, for anybody who knows, Jonathan Penner is a remarkable writer, incredible writer of movies, and he was a big actor at the time when I hired him. He was supposed to play Stephen Freeman originally. And also, Jonathan Penner is also the person to play more days on the show Survivor than anyone else. He holds the record for the most days of being on the island and Survivor. He did 5 seasons of the show. He's one of the great he's kind of a villain, but not really. He's just so funny and snarky that's sort of his thing. Anyway, Jonathan was hired to play Stephen Freeman. And the reason I hired him was I was like, look, I need somebody who's got who's kind of a Bruce Willis, who's kind of, Bruce Willis in Die Hard, who's just kind of a lovable fuck up, who has not done the right thing by his family, and he's got to somehow make right on that. And Jonathan was all in on that. Like, Jonathan was, like, and still is kind of Bruce Willis. He's very, very funny, and he's snarky, and he's great. When we had to push the movie. We got a pause on the movie because Bob Shea came back he was in Paris for 3 months. He came back and went, this script is terrible. We need a rewrite. It was all bullshit. He put us on pause for a month and a half, and I lost Jonathan Benner because he had another job that suddenly we had to release him to let him do that other job. So I said, John, look, can you come back and at least do a small part, do a day? He's like, fuck yeah, I want to be in your movie, man. So he ended up playing Vicky's boyfriend, which of course got cut from the movie, which is insane. Especially because he's fully naked and there's like a baby in that scene. You're like, we spent a lot of money on that fucking scene, guys. What are we doing? But I go to cast John LeMay. And when I bring John in, I'm like, hey, dude, I kind of want like a Bruce Willis-y kind of guy. And he's like, it's really funny. He says, when I went to do the Friday 13th series, that's what they told me. They said, we want kind of Bruce Willis in Moonlighting. And he says, and now you're saying we kind of want Bruce Willis in Die Hard. I'm like, well, it's kind of what I want. And I said, he's a jackass. He's this, that, and the other thing. John desperately wanted to play Hamlet.
Oh.
And from day one, like, I was not getting Bruce Willis. I was getting, like, this very deep, studied, interesting performance. By the way, you might not know this. Jason Goes to Hell is the only Friday the 13th movie to have 2 weeks of rehearsal before we shot. I told my whole cast, I'm like, guys, I will make myself available. We're not going to pay you for the rehearsal, but if you want the rehearsal, I will be at your disposal and we can rehearse everything. And truly, like, we did like an acting summer camp. It was fucking hilarious. And we spent 2 weeks rehearsing the movie. And so with John, I finally was like, dude, I give up. All right, let's just do it your way. What do you want to do? Like, you want to play him as Hamlet? Okay, how does that work? Let's show me how that looks. I had to shoot a couple of scenes multiple times because I needed him to be funny at certain moments, like the scene with my brother and him at the side of the car, the John Woo standoff. Sorry. Stab it. And I desperately wanted him, I needed him to be funny, and he just wouldn't do it. And literally, we shot that scene 3 times. Yeah. My brother was trying to be John Turturro, and John was trying to be Olivier. I was like, guys, this is a comedy scene. This is a silly Three Stooges-like fight. What are you doing? Like, we got to make this funny. 3 times I had to shoot that scene. But eventually, I just went, man, I can make the diner folk crazy and ridiculous. I can make everybody else ridiculous. I'm going to make you so fucking serious and so soulful. He's soulful. By the way, my personal favorite scene in the entire movie is such a weird little scene that you guys are going to be like, really? And I'm like, The moment when John LeMay comes into the back of the diner and he sees his baby for the first time and he touches her face. And then Ward walks up behind him. Now, the guy who played Ward was a guy named Adam Cranner. Adam Cranner's been one of my closest friends since we were 8 years old. So I wrote that part for him in the movie. Like, it was literally built for him. And he comes into that room, and he sees his friend from high school, and is like, this guy's a fugitive. Like, he has to turn him in. And John just turns to him and says, I'd never seen my baby. And Adam has this moment of just staring at him. And, like, in his head, he's like, what the fuck do I do here? And then he pulls his keys out of his pocket, throws them to him, and says, take my car. Get out of here. Dude, I say it, I get fucking chills. Show me another Friday 13th movie that has that moment.
Right.
That is acting at that level. That has people interacting with each other, where there's an entire relationship spoken, and there's 2 lines in the scene. And those actors tell you the entire story of their lives with 2 fucking lines. I dare anybody show me a Friday 13th scene that does that. Doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
my favorite scene in that movie.
It is.
And by the way, there's like 20 of those.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
There's like 20 scenes that are about acting, that are not about getting cut up by a machete, or melting or any other thing, or being possessed, that are just about human beings dealing with each other, really having a moment. And I think that's how we make horror movies great. I think that's, and by the way, I think it's happening. I think that's what's happening right now. I think that's the new wave of horror films are really about the small moments that illuminate characters so that when they go, we give a shit that they're gone. And so my Freddy vs. Jason movie was all about how do I make the heroes as interesting as possible? Because the villains are already really fascinating. The villains, we got the villains. We love the villains. But how do you make the heroes good enough that we give a shit when the villains come at them?
Yeah, I love that you got Duke in there. That's
right?
Awesome. That's
I'm working with Stephen Williams on a Creighton Duke movie right now.
Really? Well,
oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Have you seen Roseblood, the fan film?
Yeah. Sure.
I
Sure.
AD'd that film, and
oh, that's awesome, dude.
And man, Duke, like, because Quint Q had the ability to just turn it on. He had to get warmed up a little bit. He had to get warmed up a little bit. But man, Q is so good. To have that character
Peter brought me a photo to sign for him in Jersey a couple years ago.
Okay.
And so I wrote a really nice thing to him about his performance, about how fucking great, and yeah, so he was very sweet and grateful about that. But no, dude, I dig it.
That was fun.
Again, fan films are where this franchise lives. Really is.
Yeah, especially right now. Like, and actually, it's kind of a transition to Hearts of Darkness with this a little bit because we did a fan film that was Kickstarter. It was on Kickstarter, and I got to tell you, that journey of fundraising and making the movie and taking so long.
Oh my god! And we are literally right now as we speak, I am surrounded by boxes of Blu-rays that are going out to the people who supported the campaign. It is a nightmare. Yes. It's a nightmare. Like, the shipping is a fucking... My wife is going to have a fucking nervous breakdown. Literally this morning, she woke up and she's like, I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
It's brutal.
And it is literally about sending out fucking Blu-rays. I'm like... And by the way, we've sent over 1,000 packages on this movie. We had so many perks. Oh my God, we had so many perks.
Yeah. Yep.
And this is the end of the road. Like, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. But this has been the hardest. The last 10 days have been 10 of the hardest days we've had in the entire experience. Yeah. And the movie's done, and it's great. Like, I'm so proud of this movie. And it is, dude, it is a soul-swallowing experience.
Yeah, it was so brutal for us because, like, you're experiencing this as well, at least to some degree, that, we've raised the money in 2018. The movie doesn't come out for us until 22. And so then movie comes out, you get the Blu-rays in, and by the time you can do that and you ship it out, the shipping has gone through the fucking roof. So like you charge people this amount for shipping, and now
it's like
it financially wrecked me for a while there. Yep. It took forever to come. And at least with Hearts of Darkness, you can sell it. And it's available at synapsefilms.com. There's a link in the description. So, yeah, at least you can sell it. You can make some money back. We can't do that, but,
But by the way, that's another part of the process that fans don't get. First thing is, when people... I have had 500 people living in my colon for 6 years.
Uh-huh.
Going, where's our Blu-ray? Where's our Blu-ray? Where's our Blu-ray? Okay. Understood. Totally get it. I now have the fucking Blu-ray. We have sent 3 separate emails just ourselves, not to mention the Indiegogo emails. No one responds. And here's the thing. Because it's been 6 years, I'm checking everybody's address. I'm not letting one Blu-ray leave this house before that address is, we're told that's my address, like I'm still at the same place, or here's the new address. Because I want everybody to get their product. I want them to get it. I am like a forensic scientist. These are names. These are just names. And you see all the highlight things? Those are the people I've been able to get a hold of. It's just list after list after list. And it's 3 people doing this. And I'm telling you, we've only sent out 200 of them so far. It's been 10 days. And I'm like, I want to get them out. They're all packed up. They're ready to go. I've signed all the ones I need to sign. Like, get them the fuck out of my house. I want it to go. I'm sick of living in a warehouse.
Dude, I still got a stack of Blu-rays over there. It's just people that don't respond. I want to let you know that I responded within about 30 seconds. All right, I was on top of it. I'm like, these guys are panicking. Let me just get let me get it over there.
Yes.
Yes. Been there.
But it's so important. Look, it's also something that the other thing that people don't realize. So the number of people who come at me and been like, well, where's my digital download? I'm like, well, you're not getting it yet. We're not doing the digital download. Well, the Blu-ray's out. I'm like, right. Because digital has destroyed independent filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
Digital is the worst fucking thing that ever happened to us. We're going through exactly the same thing the music business went through. So no, the physical copy of this movie is the first thing that goes out. That's the first thing that fans get. And yes, because we can actually monetize that. Like, we can sell the fucking movie, and the filmmaker... By the way, I have not made $1. Not $1. I've worked 6 years on this movie. My producing partners have not made $1. Not 1 cent. And it's like, at some point, is it okay that we actually get a salary for all the work we put in?
Right.
And it doesn't compute. It's like, why don't I get my thing now when I want it? Because the world doesn't work. Do you know there were people who were pissed that I was going to festivals with the movie?
Oh, at the premiering and whatnot? Yeah, like Texas.
But forget about Texas. We were at Glasgow and Frightmare. This movie has won Best Documentary at several festivals.
Yeah.
Now you are the owner and part producer of an award-winning film. Forget about just a movie. It's now won awards. You're pissed about that? Why? Because you weren't the first person to lay eyes on it? Get thee to the festival.
Yeah.
I let everybody know well in advance. You want to travel? Come on down. I'll buy your ticket. But get your ass down here. You know? It's like, I don't understand how people don't understand it's a movie. Like, and by the way, and you know how supportive I am of fan films, but I've literally had to say to people, guys, this isn't a fan movie. This isn't a fan film.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry, I've hired all professional filmmakers, and I'm, kind of a professional filmmaker, and we're making a movie. We're actually making a feature film. What is so hard to understand about that? But we've created a society of people that think, because I want it, I should have it right now. And digital did that, and it fucked us.
Yeah. Yep. And honestly, I will say, as somebody who is part of that fan film circle there, there is a lot to blame on that circle, like and what it's done. Like, it is, it's a lot. And people just don't get it.
Passion meets entitlement.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And again, by the way, it's also the great proving ground of what I said very early on, which is some people were destined to be storytellers and some people are not.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Roseblood included, the ones that are terrific, they rise. And people see them, and people want to talk about them, and they tell their friends about them. I love how many times people have told me about Roseblood, and I'm like, yeah, no, I know it's there. But it's very funny because I go, good, I'm glad that you're digging it so much that you're telling me about it. Like, oh, you should see this. Yeah, I've seen it. But it's very funny because I go, that's passion born out of something that they go, I really like this. Great. That separates the filmmakers from the people who are not filmmakers. Because there's too many goddamn fan films. Like, just too many.
Brother, I tell
you.
Yeah. It felt it's too... When we got into doing a fan film, honestly, it's not even... I'm cool. Make as many fan films. Like, go ahead. Get your buddies together, grab your cell phone these days, do it.
Get a hockey mask.
Yeah. The amount of crowd-funded fan films has gotten nuts. I kind of wish... Part of me wishes we never would have done it, but it was really satisfying to finish it, and at the time it was because like F-13 the game was so successful, and we were running with that, and we were just doing it for fun. It just kind of turned into something that was a little bit more like, I don't know what's the right corporate that I wanted it to be. It just kind of got a little weird.
Sure. And that's the minute money hits. That's what happens.
Yeah, I felt like I was making more of a product by the end of it rather than a passion project.
Look, I will tell you, I mean, with Hearts of Darkness, my commitment was, listen, you guys want this movie? I'll make, because I didn't want to make it originally. But I was like, you guys want this so badly? Fine, I'll do it. I'll make it. And I will not make a dime. I will not take a salary. But I'm not paying for it. And my company's not paying for it. So you guys want it? Pay for it. We'll do it.
Yep.
And that was my commitment, and we did that. That's literally exactly what we did. That said, I will tell you, I don't know if you guys have seen my film Secret Santa. But Secret Santa was, completely in-house financed. It cost less than half of what the doc cost, which is hilarious. I had no corporate overlords. I had no crowdfunding folk waiting for a Blu-ray and yelling at me. I literally had me. And no studio executives, nobody telling me what I could or could not say, could or could not do. And the result of that is that movie has won more awards than I've won on anything I've ever done. It's insane, the amount of prizes that movie has won, and the reviews, and the way it all happened. That's born out of my passion to want to make it, and it's born out of I don't have to answer to anybody.
Yeah,
that's filmmaking. That's filmmaking at its absolute finest.
Yeah, I will never crowdfund something like that again. And it's not even just there's so much pressure and like people up your ass the whole time, and of course all that. But I also, when you're making something like Secret Santa, it's coming from like what you want to do, and there's no pressure to deliver. There's no expectations.
No.
When you take somebody's money to fund a project, all of a sudden expectations come with it. It doesn't matter if they donated $2 or $10,000. The expectations sit the same for everybody, and man, that comes with a lot of pressure. Yeah.
But here's the other problem: people forgot what crowdfunding is, and it says it right on Indiegogo, right on Kickstarter. This does not mean this is going to happen.
Right.
You're investing in something, hoping it will happen, but that doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so when people get like really, aggravated. By the way, no one is more aggravated than the filmmakers who are desperately trying to get the thing done and out to you.
Yeah.
Right? And then you get hit with COVID, and you get hit with, oh my God, the number of fucking icebergs. Look, guys, we were 3 years into, 2.5 years into this project, and I fired the director.
Yeah.
Because I had to. Well, that's a big fucking deal, and I can't direct this movie. The movie's about me. So I'm like, okay, I need to find somebody, and quick. And by the way, the split between the director and I was fine. He didn't do anything wrong. He's fine. It was just really a lack of a vision to move the project forward in a direction that made sense. That's all it really was. And so I needed somebody else. Just jumping to a new horse is such a completely different thing. And suddenly we're restructuring the whole movie. That person Michael Felsher had a vision for the movie. Boy, did he. And a direction, and here's how we're going to do it. And so, look, the editor of this movie is a 10-time Emmy-nominated editor for The Amazing Race. He cut every single episode of Fear Factor, the old series and the brand new one that's coming. And one of the top guys in his field, and he cut this movie because him and I have been friends since we were 15. We've got great filmmakers on this. But guess what? That guy had to edit when he finished his day on The Amazing Race. Yeah. Because I'm paying him so little money. He's like, listen, I'm going to give you the time I got. And he kicked ass. He did an incredible job. But all of this takes time. It takes time. And I want to say to all these folks, guys, I can rush you a piece of shit that was shot from, interviews that I do over the net rather than actually being in someone's house and shooting with a really good camera and I can do that. Anybody can do that. I'll do that. Let's do that. And you're going to be happy with that movie, or you're going to be pissed? Do you want it to be better than Crystal Lake Memories, or do you want it to just be a thing?
Yeah.
We're not doing that. By the way, on Crystal Lake Memories, because it is sort of, considered the gold standard of Friday docs. Okay. I was never interviewed for that movie.
Huh.
Never. All the footage of me in that is from His Name Was Jason and other interviews. They never sat down with me.
Yeah.
So this was what I was going to avoid. I'm not using anybody's old interviews. I'm not going to recycle some other footage. I'm going to talk to each person. I'm going to give them their time. And by the way, they were all told up front, say whatever you want. You want to say I was a fucking asshole? Go for it. Like, I'm thrilled. No problems. So everybody was given so much room. And also, we wanted to be in their homes so they felt incredibly comfortable, not in some, sterile studio. Like, no, we're going to put you in your environment. And people talk way more freely because they feel good. They feel protected, So, no, we did this the right way. I'm so proud of the product we ended up with. And by the way, every single person who donated to the film, God bless you guys. Like, look, that's why everybody's names are at the back of the movie. Like, we didn't fuck around. Like, we honored our supporters in every way possible because I feel incredibly grateful that all of those people stepped up and donated. It's just when you really want your Blu-rays, just answer the email. Just let me know where you are so I can give you your Blu-ray. I don't get it.
Yeah.
By the way, can you guys answer something else for me? Because this is a question that I just have. It's a general question. Who gets rid of email addresses?
You know what? I was thinking about this recently because I saw somebody talking about how they couldn't believe after 5 years you still use the same email. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Why would I change it? What do you mean? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I get new emails. I never get rid of the old ones.
Right. I have 3 email accounts, right? The first email I ever had, the very first fucking AOL address, I still have it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Because why wouldn't I? I mean, really, why wouldn't I? I don't get it.
My son wants to say
I don't
hi,
get it.
apparently.
Oh, awesome. Hey, dude.
You say hi?
Oh, by the way, that dinosaur is awesome.
Cool dinosaur.
Is that Jurassic World?
I think this is a off-brand.
Oh, is it off-brand?
I
Okay.
think so. I can't.
It's awesome.
You going, bud?
Hey, dude.
Bye, buddy.
Oh, dude.
I was so it's funny because
I love kids that are still in the carry around the dinosaur phase. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. He's adorable, dude.
Thank you.
What a cute kid.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful kid. Yeah.
I was thinking it's funny because like I look back at when I forgot that I donated to Hearts of Darkness. I thought I did, but I'm like at the time we were broke college kids living in my mom's basement. Like I did everything. Since then. I have moved 4 times. I bought 2 homes. I've had 2 kids. I've gotten married. But
Life
guess what?
happens.
Guess what? Email hasn't changed. I answered right away.
Damn skippy.
Yeah.
Damn skippy. And by the way, the fact that you answered right away, trust me, yours is I'm surprised you don't have it yet because we sent them out 2 days ago. So you'll probably get it today.
Oh, lovely. Well, well, guess what? I bought another one because I could not remember for the life of me if I donated, and I was like, it's fine. I'll just order another one. So I was like,
I love it.
I was like, worst comes to worst, we'll give it away. It's fine. Yeah. So
it really is. It's kind of a badass package. Hang on one sec. Hang on. Let me. It's hilarious. I'm surrounded by them, but I don't have my copy in front of me. Hang on one second. Just give me one second.
Sure.
The poster's incredible too, by the way.
Yes.
It's something else. I still have that sitting in my mom's basement from when I ordered it forever ago. Yeah. There was definitely a blower going earlier, by the way.
Yep.
He lives somewhere where they can justify cutting the grass this time of year.
True.
I don't.
So my copy is, I think, in my wife's bag in the car. But I'm going to actually now it's become an unboxing video. So here it is, just like that.
Beautiful.
And by the way, this is my favorite detail. So Mark Schoenbach did the art on this, right? And it's just fucking incredible painted poster. It's like just amazing. But then Michael Felsher had him do extra artwork for it. So the back is
the donut in there.
Hot dog through a donut in hell.
That's great.
On a stick, right? So okay, so now I'm gonna open this sucker up. I'm actually this is the one I'll give my editor because I promised him I'd sign one to him. Okay, so now you you slip off this beautiful. By the way, this cover, I have never seen a Blu-ray come with a cover as thick as this thing. It's insane. Like, I can't even bend it. It's amazing. It's like a little steel case. So, okay, so there's that, right? And when we open it up, there's the front art and the back art.
Beautiful.
Okay, right? But
Reversible.
there's the original crowdfunding poster.
That's nice.
So now you can display that, right? And
That's a great
so
touch.
here's the craziness. So not only are you getting, the movie, which is 107 minutes, feature length. I was actually almost embarrassed that the documentary is longer than the goddamn movie it's about. So inside is the double disc set, right? This is the limited edition, which is going to run out at some point. So the hot dog through the donut is the extras disc. Okay, nice. But you get the Synapse catalog, very nice, very pretty, and then you get this, and this is the big surprise. Okay, I'm cutting it open now. In every one of the limited editions, you get these. So Michael, our director, asked me if I would do 6 original portraits, because I do a lot of fine artwork, and I'm commissioned all the time for this stuff. So I did 6 different portraits.
That is so cool.
Of moments in the film or characters. By the way, this is the first time I'm doing this, by the way, so you guys are getting this exclusively.
Oh, thank you.
So there's Kip when his head is coming off, my brother Kip. And there's Kane.
Iconic
And,
still.
of course, a tribute to Leslie Jordan. Wow. So, on the back of each of these, right? So, on the Kane Hodder one is a story that I wrote on the back of this. That is an exclusive story that that's not in the documentary or in the extras. I did 6 completely new stories for each moment that these images represent in the movie. So you're getting this like collector's edition of 5 of these like almost postcard sized cards, really high quality, really good cardstock, and 6 other stories that don't appear in the doc or even in the extras.
Wow.
So that comes with this edition as well. I'm telling you, like, it is. Our commitment was we are going to make something that is really going to be so completely different and such a better quality than any doc you've ever seen come out of this franchise. That was my commitment. We're going to make a great package of material. And we did it. Like, we actually pulled it off. And I'm telling you, I watched the extras. I had to QC the disc last week. I watched all the extras through. And there were a couple of times, like, I punked up where I'm like we have these moments in this in this stuff that are, like, genuinely sweet, loving, great moments that you're not expecting in a fucking Friday 13th documentary.
Yeah.
It's I'm very proud of what we created. And it's a movie I didn't even want to make. And now I'm like, no, we did something really fucking cool. We did something really cool.
I hope it blows up, man. Yes. I can't wait to see it. I've been dying. I really wanted that when it premiered at Texas Frightmare. I was trying to go because that's the first convention I ever went to. Incredible show, and I'm like, oh, there's just another reason to go.
Dude, it was 900. We had an audience of 900 people, wow. Packed house, and Kane Hodder. Kane was so funny. So. I don't know if anybody knows this. Kane can be a real little bitch baby. Yeah. By the way, he would kill me for saying it, but he would also laugh at me. I love him. I love Kane like a brother. Kane is the older brother I always wished that I'd gotten. And Kane was bitching about the fact that, oh, why is it so late? Why are we showing the movie at 9? Why don't we do the panel before the movie? I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, Kane. Let's do the Q&A about the movie before the movie. I said, listen, dude, okay, you can take a nappy poo during the movie if you want, but we're gonna go do this. And then I said, what if I let you intro the movie with me? He's like, oh. Okay. Because you have to remember, Kane's an actor. He wants to perform. He wants to do his thing. So I'm like, all right, we'll intro it together. So we introed the movie together, had a great fucking time. My wife interrupted us, which was awesome. She ran up and she turned because I hadn't said something, and she goes, wait a second. And she turns to the audience, she goes, I see a fucking cell phone in this place come up for a second. I'm coming personally to eject you. And Kane walked up behind her and said, yeah, me too. It was like perfect. I'm like, great. So no cell phones ever came out, which was perfect. Then at the end of the movie, so the crowd went fucking insane. It was just a great showing. The end of the movie, Kane and I go on stage with Deborah and with Allie, my producing partner. And we're all up there talking about the movie and, just kind of doing the Q&A, which went on for over an hour. It was amazing. But Kane, when he gets on stage, he turns to me and goes, hang on a second, give me that microphone. And he takes the microphone away from me. I'm like, okay. He goes, when you came to my house to do this, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. Like, I didn't know what this thing was going to be. And I said, yes, because I love you and I'm going to, do that for you. But he's like, this is great. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. He's like, no, seriously. Like, I did not know what the fuck this was going to be. I didn't even want to stay here. I'm tired. This was fucking great. I'm like, yeah, no, it's pretty cool. And during that conversation, during that talk, the story that I tell on the back of Kane's card in this, because not in the doc, it's on the card. The story I tell is the story I told there. I won't give it away. But it's really a sweet, amazing story about Kane. Like, just a really good, like, what an incredible man he is. And I'm telling you, when you read this thing, you guys are going to punk up. Like, there's no way not to. The audience in its entirety goes, 900 people like, oh. I turn to Kane. Kane has tears in his eyes. Like, literally tears in Kane's eyes. And he walks over and puts his arm on my shoulder. He's like, man, thanks for telling that story. I forgot that even happened. I was like, yeah, well, it did. And you're an amazing person. That's how I knew it. The next day, Kane and I were doing photo ops for people, right? And he's in the full regalia. He's in the full Jason makeup, right, from the movie. And so I'm on one side of people. He's on the other side of people. Snap the shot, go. Snap the shot, go. We do that for, 10 minutes. And at the end of it, I'm like, are we done? We good? Okay, cool. I'm going to go back down to my table. So I go to leave, and he grabs me and goes, hang on, one more. And he pulls me in with him, and he puts his arm around me and hugs me. And they take the picture. It is one of my prized possessions, that moment, because and again, I've known the guy most of my life. It was the warmest, most considerate, sweet moment. And I am telling you, ever since that moment, like Kane and I, really, we are like brothers. We were always friends, but it's different.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, this doc was the gateway to that. Just was. Because there's just tremendous humanity in the fucking thing. I'm telling you, I did not expect it to turn out the way it did. And it's really special.
That's awesome.
It's
Yes.
cool. It's a cool movie.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. Kane's the best, man.
He's the fucking best.
He's
the best. It's why I rag a little bit on Jason versus Freddy, because fuck that.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. He changed our lives. Like I don't know if Slash and Cast pops the way it does years ago if it wasn't for him and what he did for us. And yeah, he's great. It's the first time I met him. I went to school with his oldest son, so I met him in a weird.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I went to college with Jace, and I didn't know. The only reason I found out that I was going to college with his oldest son is because I got hurt, and they found out I was a horror fan, and it just kind of came to fruition. And so the first time I met him, I went up to him, and it took me forever to get the courage to go talk to him, and I finally did. And the first thing I brought up to him was how I wrote a letter to New Line when I was 7 years old, bitching about him not being casted. I don't think my mom ever sent the letter, but I was very upset.
I love that. Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so that's how we kicked our relationship off. He's great, man. He's like to me, he's like a brother to you. He's like a father figure to me.
I love
all
that.
These years.
I love that too. He and I are always put next to each other at cons. We're always like side by side table wise, and so every fucking selfie that I take with anybody, Kane photobombs every single one of them.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
And I tell people, I'm like, listen, you don't even have to go to his table. Just come to me. You're gonna get the selfie with him anyway. He's gonna be in that picture. Like he's gonna be there. And it got to a point where now I photobomb his pictures. No, dude, he's really one of the good guys. He's actually just one of the good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also unbelievably smart. Nobody realizes
yes.
that. He's insanely smart. He's not even the smartest person in his family, but he's still insanely smart.
Yeah. I'm committed to making sure that at some point Kane gets to have the acting moment that Kane deserves to have, because the guy has not been treated respectfully as an actor. And I'm telling you, I know the guy's got a performance in him that's going to knock people out. I want it to be the right project, but I'm committed to making sure Kane gets on screen that way.
I hope so, because he's got it for sure. Actually, I think
he sure does.
It was funny. So you mentioned earlier about how people thought Hearts of Darkness, like being a fan film and whatnot. 13 Fanboy got that same treatment that Debbie did.
I know.
And that sucks because it's not a fan film.
It's not a fan film at all.
It deserves more credit. But
no, and Kane does have some great moments in that movie.
Yeah, but
he
you got to show some of his chops in there when he's crying.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And you saw that Hatchet too as well. And
my wife Deborah and a few of my students are in the movie because she asked me. She was like, "I need help with casting. Can you recommend some people?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And so Debbie knew Deborah. And the two of them were already close, but she did not know what she could do acting-wise, and she saw Secret Santa, and she's like, oh my god, would Deb do the movie? I was like, yeah, of course she'd do the movie. So she plays the detective in the movie.
Okay.
And then all my guys are the squad of cops with her. And they all drove up from LA to Reducio and shot that movie for her, so yeah.
Yeah, that I had a lot of fun with that one. Any whodunit, I'm a sucker for whodunits. Grew up on Scooby Doo, so it's and then Scream.
You and me both, brother. You and me both. By the way, it's the reason why I shoved all of the stuff into Jason Goes to Hell. All the referential stuff is because when I was a kid, Scooby Doo had Batman on, and I went, wait a minute, Batman knows Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
And then, like, 2 weeks later, the Harlem Globetrotters were on. It was like, my mind was blown. It was like, they're all connected? My God.
I still got that one on VHS. I showed my son that one. My son loves Scooby-Doo, too, so I've already got that going. Started that, yeah.
By the way, if you're a fan of whodunits, the movie that I'm shooting in a couple months, Through Skeleton Crew, is a movie called How to Survive a Game Night. And it is a super profane, out of control, dirty as fuck, Knives Out.
That's awesome.
That's what I want.
You just described my favorite things in the world.
We are making that movie right now.
All right, so we'll have you come back on to market that,
Absolutely.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really cool movie.
I have one more question. And
Go for it.
It's only because you commented on a clip of it. So I talked to Kane at a convention, and he was giving me shit because I showed him a figure that was a Freddy vs. Jason figure, and Voorhees was spelled the way it's spelled in Jason Goes to Hell. I was like, doesn't that kind of piss you off, man? And like, they couldn't get that right. And he's like, no, that's the way it was originally spelled. That's why I told the prop designer to change it in Jason Goes to Hell. Like, that was you? Like, do you have any idea how much shit Adam's gotten for the last 30 years because of that?
Dude, it is literally the last moment of the entire documentary.
Oh, really?
That moment. Is him admitting and me going, motherfucker. When my crew came back to tell me, because I was not at Kane's shoot, I wanted to give him space to like say whatever he wanted, and then he was pissed at me that I wasn't. She was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You gotta come." But they came back and they said, "Adam, we got something on tape that I think you're really gonna be shocked by." I was like, "Okay," and they showed me that piece of tape, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Oh, that's awesome.
By the way, anyone who thinks the director is the one who's in charge of painting the word on a fucking mailbox really has no idea what filmmaking is. It's
that was one of those things where like Jason Goes to Hell just snowballed, and you're looking for a reason to be pissed off at it. It's like they couldn't even get the fucking name right. Yeah.
But I'm like, the person who misspelled Voorhees is Jason, you imbeciles. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
By the way, I went digging to find what the hell he was talking about. I looked at the original script, like original drafts that Victor had. I went digging. I don't know what he's talking about. So 30.
By the way, when you talk about original drafts of the script, years and years ago, when Susan Cunningham passed away, who was Sean's wife and the editor of Part 2 and a bunch of Sean's movies. She was a brilliant editor. She's the one who actually taught me how to edit. Steve Miner was her assistant. That's how Steve was sort of involved in all that. Susan Cunningham and Sean had a very contentious divorce. It was bad. And they'd been together for like 30 years or something, 35 years. So it was bad. And Susan came here to my house with a couple of boxes. And she said, look, you should have these because you'll actually take care of them. They matter to you. Sean doesn't give a fuck about any of this. I was like, okay. And she handed me these 2 boxes of Friday 13th material from the original film. Oh, wow. Scripts, all of it. Like, just the stuff. Archival material that I'm sure is worth a shit ton of money.
I'm sure it is.
And I'm very happy to own all of it, and it's all mine. And but I got to tell you something. You know, there were drafts of Friday 13th before it was called Friday 13th. Wow. So, you know, who knows how Victor got his hands on any of that, you know, in the lawsuit. But, you know, someone was lying and someone was telling the truth.
Well,
weird.
Yeah. I mean, JU is just a collaboration between Victor and his lawyer and Horror Inc.
Yep.
So he's getting his bag now. That merch is coming.
As he deserved. Because look, I have been Victor. Like, I've been in that spot. I have seen other writers be Victor with Sean. And he pulls a really good scam on you when you first work with him. Like, it's a really brutal fucking thing that happens. The minute I heard what Victor was saying, I was like, oh, I've been there. Oh, how can I help that?
Yeah.
So, yeah. All the people who came out yelling about Victor and Victor's the reason this and Victor's the reason that. Nope. He's not. He's not the reason for anything.
One of the biggest regrets I have in like content creation is when it first started, when everybody was pointing the finger at Victor Miller, and we just jumped on that bandwagon and fucking escalated it. And I emailed Victor and I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like,
good for you.
Yeah,
good for you, man. At least you said you were sorry. That's beautiful.
After we realized how badly we fucked up, we kind of like devoted the channel to covering the lawsuit and being like, it's not Victor, man. Like, it's Horror Inc. And when you look at how much Victor has made from the franchise, and it's not shit.
It's fucking sinful.
Yeah, like that's why the Copyright Act is there. It's for when you don't get paid what you deserve like that.
I own 5% of Jason Goes to Hell, right? Jesus Christ. That movie made so much fucking money. Oh my God, that movie made so much money. We made it for $2.5 million. It left the box office at $18 million. That's just its box office, okay? Yeah. Forget VHS in New Line's history. In their history, we were bigger than Lord of the Rings. That's how big that fucking VHS was.
It's crazy.
It made ungodly amounts of money. And Sean lives in Michael Jackson's old estate before he moved to Neverland in Encino. He lives in a beautiful fucking estate. It's enormous. It's a giant property. It's got 2 tennis courts. It's got its pool. It's fucking beautiful. Okay? I remember he bought the estate off of Jason Goes to Hell. The first time I was invited to the house, I walked in, I said, so which bedroom is mine?
That's awesome.
Right? Myself and Dean Lorry, we both own part of that movie. We have never seen $1.
Oh, I did not.
$1.
Didn't know that's where you were going with it. Because I was about to be like, 5%? God damn. Hey, good for you. That's solid.
Not $1.
Wow.
God, that sucks. That is such a...
Right. And by the way, there are people in our business that behave that way, and there are people that don't behave that way. Look, I don't know if you guys know about Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Their company is everything is like a share. So you do a movie of theirs for, base pay, and then you have an ownership stake in the film, right? That's kind of the way they work now. And it's the way to do things. It's the way United Artists was when Paul Newman first started that. It's the way the business should be run. Skeleton Crew is that. On Hearts of Darkness, every copy of the movie that gets sold, the people that worked for nothing all get a piece of that movie.
Nice. Yeah,
consistently get a piece of that movie. On anything we make, the moment it makes profit, you're in. That's it. You're part of that profit because you're part of the thing that made the movie happen.
Right.
I went to NYU, and NYU's all based on the auteur theory, which I think is fucking bullshit. Movies are not auteur driven. Movies are made by hundreds and hundreds and sometimes thousands of people that work their ass off, that put their artistic value up front and put it on screen and make that thing work for you. And every one of those people deserves to have at least a sense of ownership, if not an actual ownership stake in that movie. No matter how small that ownership stake might be, who cares? You have to feel a sense of ownership.
Yeah.
And that's what Skeleton Crew is. By the way, there's one cinematographer of one of our projects that has not turned a profit, and he's dragged us over the coals about it, and it's amazing because I just go, yeah, why don't you talk to these 47 other people who all got paid because their project went into profit. The way it works.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten any money on the thing that he's bitching about. I haven't gotten $1. So you're not making money if I'm not making money. And by the way, he got paid on the day. So this is the thing that it is an amazing thing. Like, if we do this the right way, if filmmakers, especially independent filmmakers, if we do this the right way, and Sean was an independent filmmaker who was incredibly successful, if you do this the right way, nobody wants to sue you because they go, oh, I see the books. We show everybody our books. We're like, there you go.
Yeah.
Have a look. We're not hiding a fucking thing. We will never hide $1. Won't happen.
Yeah. And he wasn't even sued. He did the suing. Yep. Well, I say him. I say Horror Inc.
Yes.
Horror Inc. did the suing.
Yes. Yep.
There's a difference.
But at least that has a happy ending. I will also say, I was very lucky in that whole thing because my lawyer is Larry Zerner.
I know that guy.
Shelley is, he's our guy. And I will tell you, his insight into all of that was quite extraordinary. Like he's very open about talking about like what he knows of that lawsuit and how the legal part of it works. It's also why he did all the legal on this sucker. Cause I'm like, he did his name was Jason. He did Crystal Lake Memories. I'm like, I'm not going to anybody but Larry because Larry knows where all the bombs are. And that's another thing that takes a lot of time that people don't get. We were a year in legal to make sure that this thing couldn't get sued, that we would be fine.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, well, it's obviously, especially the time you're making it, the peak of it being a legal disaster. So, Yeah. Larry's amazing. He's come on here many times.
He's great.
And just like Larry, everyone's asking me. I literally just talked to him the other day because everyone was asking about the F-13 the game figures, which Jason goes, the hell is getting one. So let's go.
It's so fucking cool.
Let's go. So I was like, how the fuck are they doing this if they're not working with New Line? Like, what's going on? So immediately I was like, Larry, help! And then he broke it down for me, and I shared it on here. Yeah, he's our go-to every time. Like, Larry, do you want to come back on the show real quick and just explain this? Because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's amazing. And again, what an incredible thing that this franchise has got a lawyer who's really fucking good at his job and also, like, cuts through the bullshit on it. What's amazing is, like, when we first started working on the doc, he just kind of gave me advice on what we could do, what we couldn't do. But he also said to me, he said, here's the thing, Adam. He said, everybody is always worried about fair use and worried about like how much of a thing you can use in another thing, blah, 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 blah. And he said in documentaries, it's much easier to do it, but it's a thing that people really worry about. And he gave me a workaround around fair use that we did use. But he also said, Adam, here's the thing. No one has ever sued over fair use. Never. Not once. And I said, really? I said, even if it's egregious? He said, yep. He said, because they are terrified of losing.
Yeah.
If Warner Brothers sues somebody and they lose, that's it. Pandora's box is open. And now nothing is safe.
Yeah.
He said, so they will, he said they might send cease and desist letters. They'll never sue. He's right. That's demystifying the legality of it. And that's what's incredible about Larry. He demystifies it.
Yeah.
He makes you not so afraid of the big bad thing that's coming at you. Won't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
He is.
And I tell you what, I wish YouTube would figure out fair use. This stream was temporarily blocked over a music video earlier. I'm like, we're reacting to it's fine.
By the way, it's much, and they come after music more than they come after anything else. Yep. That's the thing they really come after.
Oh yeah.
Because I think the triggers are embedded so easily into music that it gets flagged instantly.
But this wasn't even a DMCA claim. It was Einstein Kills Part 2 of the music video, which has no music.
Right.
It's literally just it's a scene.
That's insane. That's insane.
It's annoying.
Dude, I did an opening for Secret Santa when it opened in Glasgow in Fright Fest, right? And it was the year of the Beast from the East, so my entire crew was stuck in London. We couldn't get to Glasgow. By the way, the head of the festival, Alan Jones, couldn't get to Glasgow. We all got stuck in London. And so Alan was like, you got to send, a video. You got to send like an intro to the movie. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker. So the day of the movie premiering, I have to fucking, send this intro. So I have Deb. We were staying at a friend's house in London. And I said, okay, I took a black T-shirt. I put it over a background for me. I just pinned my black T-shirt up. And I stood as close to the black T-shirt as possible. And I said, Deb, get me in a close-up like this. Literally like this. She's like, okay. And then I took her phone, while she's shooting with my phone, I took her phone and I played a music video on her phone, which I then lip-synced to in this tight close-up. So it was the video for Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor. And I am literally lip-syncing to Sinead O'Connor singing Nothing Compares to You, but the shot is exactly the shot in the video from Sinead O'Connor. And I even had one tear, run down my face, just like she does in the thing. And I'm basically singing to the audience at Glasgow that nothing compares to them, right? Okay. This thing becomes a smash fucking hit at Glasgow. So much so that we're all sitting at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London, all bemoaning the fact that we can't be at the premiere of our movie. And Alan Jones is with us, the head of the festival, and we're all sitting there. And Alan, right before dinner, he says, Adam, darling, Adam, put on your Twitter. I was like, okay. And I put Twitter on, and I'm like, oh my God. And the number of tweets that are coming out of Glasgow going, holy shit, Adam Marcus and Skeleton Crew just owned Glasgow Fright Fest, and the movie hasn't even started yet. That video, right, that little clip, got kicked off YouTube, and I got threatened by Vimeo.
Oh, God.
That I was going to get thrown off, which is a service I fucking pay for. And I was like, are you guys kidding? It's a parody. Yeah. Like, we're allowed to do anything in parody. What? Nope.
It's so stupid.
And it's that music trigger, man. It just, see ya.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Gosh.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, Adam, you've been here for 2 hours and 38 minutes. And I appreciate it so much.
Yes.
I had a whole other game plan, but I love this so much more. I'll keep this game in my back pocket. We'll circle back to it.
Hell yeah, yeah. I'll be back. Shit, I'm making a lot of movies right now. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. The success is crazy, and I hope Hearts of Darkness is a smash for everybody. I can't wait to see it, man.
I just hope everybody likes it. Look, whether it makes money or doesn't make money is less my concern. I just really I want the audience to feel like we honored them, and they waited a long time for the movie, and God bless them for waiting so long. But I really want it to be something that people are proud of and they enjoy and they find something interesting in it, and they feel like, the $20 I put in for a thank you, it was worth every penny of that $20. I just hope that that's the reaction.
100%. Yeah. I'm sure. Well, I mean, everything, everyone that has seen it has been insanely positive about it.
Yeah, so. It's been really cool. That's been really cool. No, it's been very nice.
Yeah. Well, Man, have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much
Yes,
again
thank
for
you.
taking the time.
And by the way, guys, thank you for a discussion that did not just land in the places that people land with me. Like there was something I love that our first 30 minutes was about weight loss.
Yeah.
I do. I love it because by the way, like I find so many of these podcasts, it's like you hear the same shit over and over again, not just with me, but with anybody. And it's, it's sort of the greatest hits of a career and all that stuff. But when you get to talking about personal stories and things that I think matter to more people out there, I think you guys opened up a door creatively that made this a much more entertaining, interesting, I hope entertaining, but much more interesting conversation, at least for your subject. I dug this, man. I would do this any day of the week.
Well, thank you very much. That means a lot. Like that's really like I didn't give you the standard pitch that I've given other guests because we've done an interview in the past and.
Right.
But yeah, that's like how I try to sell it to everybody. I'm like, I'm not going to ask you the same 5 questions you've got in every podcast ever. Like that's why if we actually would have gotten to the game would have completely thrown you for a loop. It's completely different.
Totally.
So that's why I said we'll get to it. I was like,
we'll do it. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like, that's really what we want this to be is like, I don't want it to be the same old stuff. Like let's dive deeper.
That.
So
I love that.
So thank
Awesome.
you. I appreciate you saying that.
Thank you.
You got it, guys. Absolutely. My pleasure. My pleasure to be here.
Oh, thank you again. Have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Brother. Yeah, dude. Thanks for everyone that's sticking around for that because I know that was long. But man,
I want to go make a film right now.
I know, Dave. Yeah, what a motivational. And yeah, listen. Does he need a PA on his next film than the Who Done It? Because I'll run in there right now, man.
And the stories, man.
Yeah, he's
what a life.
God, the connection since he's like 10 years old, having connections and networking forever. Yeah, such a cool guy. And I knew I had this scheduled for an hour and a half because I knew he would go long. 2.5 hours was not what I was expecting. But that's why I wanted him. That's why I wanted Tom. That's why I wanted Tom McLaughlin on here because I know that those guys can tell stories. And those are Chris Duran's on my list too.
Yes.
The reason I want Chris on here is he's one hell of a storyteller. And people know that about Tom and Adam because they literally storytell for a living. People don't know that about Chris, so I'm excited to people get to know that side of him. But yeah, what a guy.
Talking with Mike P. Nelson and talking with Adam Marcus, man, I want to make something.
Yeah, yeah. That's the other thing I knew about Adam is that he's insanely respectful, very honest.
Yep.
I think what was our first interview with him? This is 2020, 2019. No, it was 2019.
It was 2019 or 18.
Yeah, I think it was 2020. I think it was 2019 because I think we did it to promote Hearts of Darkness in the campaign.
It was in your mom's basement.
Oh yeah, I know. And,
so it was before 2020.
Yeah, and I think the title of that interview was like "The Truth About Sean Cunningham" because he was fucking. He was on his ass. He was on his ass, brother.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, great guy.
And I'm glad somebody said didn't buy the documentary, but this interview may be swaying me.
Link in the bio or link in the description.
Yeah, links in the description if you want to check it out. I tell you what, I might take the day off when that comes out when I get that and watch part 9 watch it.
There were so many things I wanted to get to that I was like, God, fuck, we don't have time. I did the same thing happened with Tom, man. Like I could pick these dudes' brains for, and again, I'm very, I had questions listed out. I asked one of them.
Yeah.
Because once you get me thinking as a fan, I'm like, oh shit, this is what I want. This is what I want. And yeah, and man, but it really did mean a lot him saying that because that's exactly what I want this to be is not the same old shit. When I originally was like pitching it to people, it's like, and I can't use this all the time because you never know who hates Joe Rogan, but the idea of a Joe Rogan like interview, like where it's like we're just talking.
Yeah,
we're just talking. Like I don't have any like huge questions or like here's what did it do, what was it like on this day? What was it like working?
What was
with
it
this?
like being a 23-year-old working on the biggest franchise in the world?
Yeah. Like you could get warmed up with those, but yeah. That was anyone that's lost weight. Same thing I say about Tom Savini is like you talk about him working out. Like you'll get them going. Anyone that's lost weight is so proud of that journey that they want to talk about it. So, I was like, man,
As you should.
As you fucking should, damn it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. His De Palma impression was funny as fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Sean Evans. Like Sean Evans is not as conversational because every question he has is scripted to a T. But they're good questions.
Yes.
They're unique questions. But he kind of has the little bit of like, just let it, like the back and forth is still great. It's
Illinois boys, I tell you.
You know who I actually think, Illinois boys, there you go. I love Sean Evans. I love Hot Ones. And because it has that, a game like dynamic too.
Josh.
He's better.
Mythical Kitchen.
Yeah, he's better, man. Because Josh is so vulnerable that and he can make other people feel the same way.
Vulnerable and he's quick on his feet as well.
And he takes like what he has, like what Sean Evans has, and the really unique and well scripted questions, and then just adds a whole other element to it. If you haven't watched Last Meals, that's a great show and it deserves more.
Some of
viewers.
those guests they get on there, man, crazy.
Yeah, they keep going, keep it going, man.
For real,
that's a great show.
But yeah,
he just had Jamie McCurdy on recently.
Now I want to watch Hearts of Darkness.
Yeah, I know. I like that it's only 107 minutes. I was going to say that. Like,
yes,
you could easily make it
4 hours.
Yeah,
like those In Search of Darkness. Is 3
like
4-hour docs.
Yeah, I can't commit to watching it. Like I can't find the time. Man, they hit us up. Creator VC hit us up and was like, "Hey, we got an early screener for you for 96 or was it 90 to 94? That one. It's 8 hours long. Can you commit in the next week to watch it and review it?" I'm like, no, fuck. Like, geez, I got kids. I got a job. Like, when the fuck am I gonna watch that? Like, I want to. I would love to do that, but there's just no possible way I can make the time to do that.
Absolutely. If you're not sold on this interview alone, go to the link in the description, watch the trailer.
Yeah.
You're going to want it. You're going to want to purchase.
Yeah. I mean, if the interview didn't sell you, maybe it's not for you.
Well,
if you don't want to hear more stories like that, I don't.
Well, but yeah, he said the extras are about as long as the doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, that's great.
Yes.
Everyone that is bitching about editing, I was going to say this too, but I knew we were about to go down another road. I think editing a documentary is the hardest piece of editing you can do.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you have a script and you have what your end goal is when you sit down in an editing room and you're like, okay, this is the footage I have. This is the scene I have to make. I got to find a way to compile that. When you're editing a documentary, there are technically writers on a documentary,
sure,
with like narration and whatnot. But like you sit down with hundreds of hours of footage. I mean, so many people that you've interviewed, and probably for an hour plus each. And you gotta dissect that and piece it into clips and find what matches what. It is the hardest piece of editing that I've ever experienced.
Right.
Like even doing it on like small scale stuff, like doing it. Well, God, we did it for Retro Realms that never really saw. That was hard, and then doing it for Steve Dash, and that was hard, and like do the Roseblood one, I had like 40 hours of interview footage. I had to cut it down in less than an hour.
Right.
It is hard.
A lot of it's just trashed.
Yeah, you just throw it away, and it never sees the light of day.
I think when we talked to Robin of Creator VC, like, yeah, these documentaries are 4 hours long, and they threw away 20, 30 hours.
Yeah.
It started at a 20-hour cut, and it's cut down to 4 hours.
Yeah, what they're doing is actually pretty crazy. I know they're like, quote unquote, milking it pretty hard. Like they're leaning into it hard as fuck, and just gonna keep doing that over and over again. But what they're doing, it's very impressive quality content. Absolutely. For how quickly they're delivering it. And people, it's good reviews. People are giving it good reviews. Yeah. Across the board. Like they're making quality content still. Yeah. But they're doing it so fast and with so many interviews. I'm sure a lot of their interviews, I'm sure now they have it figured out. Like we're going to be doing this, and this. So when we interview this person, we're going to cover all our pages here. We're going to make sure we get everything. Mm-hmm. So they're able to take interviews and wrap them and spread them across multiple documentaries. But yeah, holy shit.
Hearts of Darkness.
That was fun.
Yes.
You went from not thinking we had a guest today to having to listen to us talk to him for 2.5 hours.
We fooled you.
Yeah, sorry the stream crashed a couple times today. I'm glad I was doing when it went down at the beginning of the interview with Adam. I'm like, fuck, if it does this the whole time. We were recording, so I was like, all right, that's why I didn't panic. I was like, I'll just release it afterwards.
We're just going to ignore the chat going, what the fuck?
Yeah. I was like, it's fine. We'll get through this. Because like the Zoom didn't lag at all.
Yeah.
It's just the upspeed. It's the upspeed crashing for whatever reason. I also had alerts off, so.
Can you replay it?
My bad, brother. Yes, I can. Colton for 73 months, brother. Snagged 2 Regal Ghostface popcorn buckets today. The one in the clear.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Sending us one.
Hell yeah.
This guy.
The goat.
Thank you. He's the goat. You got the freaking I know last summer lunchbox. It looks like a lunch pail, but the popcorn bucket from there, that was Colton that made that happen. And now he has my Uber Jason bust. Son of a bitch.
It's hot. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. Can you believe that the Cubs are losing 8-1 on February 20th, 2026?
That's crazy.
Against the fucking White Sox. I forgot
in Miami.
I forgot that game was happening.
They definitely aren't playing here.
Yeah.
Where are they? Where are you? It's not saying.
Cubs are home. I know that.
In Arizona.
It's the top of the 9th. There's a runner on second. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to make some changes between now and next stream. It might be me fighting an Xfinity employee. We'll figure it out. I don't think I'm going to trust Streamlabs multi-stream anymore. Because it just was. So I think either what I could do is say, fuck it, and only go to YouTube, which upsets me because that's not my end goal with this. Or I can invest because you got to fucking pay for it. You got to fucking pay for it. In like Restream or another multi-streamer that can actually handle the workload that I want to throw at it. Son of a bitch.
Or I have Saudi Arabia on speed dial.
I'm telling you.
Sell the channel.
You. Oh, that's the wrong scene. I wanted this one.
You're just flexing.
Yeah, I'm ranked 34,000 in the world, so
it's pretty good. There's like 700,000 people in the world.
Well, OBS is not a multi-streamer. So to multi-stream via OBS, you have to run through a third-party site anyway. In which case, I could just it doesn't affect anything. I'm doing the same thing. Streamlabs just has a ton of offer, and I do pay for the premium Streamlabs because that's how I get the fucking multi-streaming. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, USA versus Canada men's hockey for gold on Sunday.
Hell yeah. Women won, I believe, the gold medal.
I think so.
First Canada.
Yeah. I think if statistics stay consistent, if the numbers stay the same, the NHL is on track to have more United States players than Canadian players in the next 10 years.
Really?
We're taking over, baby.
It's our sport.
We're
now.
taking over. They have a free. Does it work? Does it work though? It works great. How many platforms have you pushed that to for OBS and the free multi? Because like multi-streaming. Well, if you're doing that, if you're running a free plugin, then it's probably pushing your internet. Because what I really need from a multi-streamer is I'm going to send you my feed. You distribute it to multiple platforms. I don't want to send out 5 fucking feeds because then we absolutely are not going to be able to multi-stream. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
In overtime. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Finally need to.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, I'm scared to watch now because the second I've watched the Olympics for about 4 minutes and it was Lindsay breaking her face.
Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah.
Snapping her leg, getting 4 surgeries.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, oh, that scared the fuck out of me. I was like, what is that?
I thought it was a leaf blower.
I thought we got another voicemail during that, but I guess not. Hey, you know.
Any breaking news?
Any breaking news while we're here? The fuck is that?
Oh, Jason?
Nope. No, wow. Dead day here on this Friday.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay, I'm gonna play one more game. I'm gonna play one more game of hide and seek.
You're gonna play on tricky,
or one more. Can I change it? I can't change it.
I think if you refresh, you don't want to go on tricky.
I don't.
Please enable hardware acceleration in your browser.
Where does it? Oh,
it said that on the loading screen.
I think we'll be okay. You have seconds to hide.
You gonna get an item? Try to get another fight back?
Well, do you want the mouse?
Just saying.
What is it? Give me something, give me something, give me something, give me something. It's too easy. Alright, where's the fucking... Is this a spot right here? No, I can't see. I know there's a spot here. Fuck it. Here, is that him breathing? God, this could be such a hit. I hope, because there's over 35,000 people have played.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you guys should definitely make this a full-time thing.
You and 124,000 other people have hit McLaurin.
Oh. This is just, it's a website. I can share, if it's actually, what is it, game.screammovie.com?
I think so. No shot. You spawn on the other side of the house.
Oh, I was about to jump off the bridge.
Yeah, check the open shower curtain.
You dumbass. That's Stu, all right. Ooh, suspense.
Dumbass. Don't check the other one. Don't check the other one. 5 kilowatts. Guess 5 kilowatts. No.
Don't turn left.
No.
Come on, the cops are literally showing up.
Fight back.
5.
Fight back.
Right, come on, the cops are there now. The cops.
Hey.
Fuck you, Ghostface. You're
showed up too late, cops.
I don't need your help. About to go on an iconic.
What's your rank?
Lucky escape.
What?
Oh, what a comeback.
Dude.
What a comeback. Where am I at?
No, there's no way to play as Ghostface.
Nice, Sydney.
Fortify. What
is it? Increase the time? Increase the time it takes for Ghostface to break into your hiding space.
Described. But we did anyway.
I feel like I need to find another card, brother.
That's a hiding spot.
Oh, dude.
But you can search the towel or the sink?
Oh, thank you.
Your rank?
I don't think I really have time to dick around.
I don't think so.
Copy that. We'll send someone over.
You earned the achievement laundered.
Huge.
It's pretty good.
What?
No shot. No shot.
Get out of here.
Yeah. We're not gonna hide right in front of you.
Why does he have so much time? I thought he only got 60 seconds.
No, it's 65.
Gotcha.
No.
Yeah. He shouldn't come back, I don't think. Oh, if he goes in there, he might.
But he can go down. Yeah. Get out of here.
Oh,
so now we're upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Dumbass.
Sound decoys instant win, huh? I feel like I had one of those earlier, but I never hit when I had it.
Oh, dumbass. Dumbass.
I've never been
Yep, no one's in here.
I'll make it quick.
You had to say it.
I have the thing. There should be enough time. Come on, it should be enough time. But,
oh,
never
dumbass.
Oh, we got that guy. That's tough.
Can't hide forever.
Dude, the cops running in is funny. It's like right out of Toy Story. It's like the
Army men.
Yeah.
Next difficulty, hard. You're 5,000th in the world.
I'm on the road to be number 1. I'll tell you that much.
This is hard, though.
Well, what makes it hard?
I don't know. Sound decoy is an instant win.
Well, I'm trying to find one.
Nah, that's a hiding spot. That's probably a card right there.
Didn't they take my shit, though? Didn't that person just take it?
But
whoa, wait a minute.
What do you mean by that? Can you just... During the seek phase, allowing you... So you can go while he's walking around.
I'm running out of fucking time. I'm gonna get this basket. Give me the basket.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket. Boop. So,
where's the
Copy
exit
that. We'll
door?
send someone over.
I hope it's this one. Or no. Oh, fuck. Wait.
Who's gonna die?
that's the door that's open. Run for exit. You have to click.
He needs to be over here.
Yeah. No.
Take a Ricky Bobby. Take a Ricky Bobby. Take a Ricky Bobby. No, that's a Lenny. That's a Lenny. That's a Lenny. Oh, dude. Check that closet. Check that closet. I'm going. Check that closet. Check that closet. That's fucking trash.
Run for exit.
Time to die.
That's nuts. He's fast when you run for the exit. Damn.
Well, guess what?
We'll never know.
Fast and going right at my fucking hiding spot, too. I was in the top 1,000 still. Or I'm almost in the top 1,000. Hold on. Fogging, I'm fogging.
Now you died, your storm might restart. It's too easy. You looking for another exit card?
I wanted the... Wide. Yeah, see? Boom. Too easy. Wreck. GG's. Well played. Okay. We got to... I don't have to listen anymore now. Activate during the seek phase. Oh, okay, because then he'll just go away if he gets close.
Hide!
I'm trying. Under the table? They'll never find me here.
Oh.
Oh.
Hooray! Hide under that table now. Oh, the phone. The phone is ringing.
Did I activate
Copy
it?
that. We'll send someone over.
I don't
He
understand.
said activate during the seek phase.
Oh, maybe you plant it during the hide phase, activate it during the seek phase.
yeah,
Oh,
okay. Are you kidding me right now? Dude, oh. What a sweat.
Triggered if you... Yeah, it's too easy.
What a sweat, dude.
Get the fuck out of here. You could have triggered it, saved the guy's life.
Fuck that guy.
Gotcha.
I'm on the phone. Does that break the toy?
Come on out, and I'll make it quick.
He's coming right back.
Go the other way! Bro, I was about to uninstall. I was about to close the browser.
Yeah, it's too easy. Dumbass.
Come on out.
Why is this the best game
and
ever
I'll
made?
make it quick.
He disappeared.
Cops didn't get him.
Move, and then just silent.
All right.
Catch you next time.
Okay, I'll play a couple more. I gotta go. I gotta go to an event tonight. I believe that. A group, like a group, bonding thing.
Oh, that's cringe.
Yep, it's for my wife. They're all gonna call me fat. Decoy?
Phone on the bed. You got plenty of place to hide here.
See you.
Copy that. We'll send someone over.
We'll send someone over.
No, not Cold Soul. No, it's like it's for. They had some beef at the hospital where my wife works, and now they're doing a little team bonding. But it's free alcohol and free bitches. I mean, free food.
Get ready to trigger your decoy.
Oh, I thought he couldn't hear it for a second. I'm like, oh.
So realistically, you put it the furthest part away from the house that you hide, you're guaranteed.
Yeah, for him to. He's not gonna come right back. Oh, that. You know what? Okay, I get it now. He goes back to where he was standing after. Oh, my God, dude, that's got to be intentionally in the code, right? Where he stands next to your spot.
Gotcha.
Move. He's in the shower, boys. He's in the shower. Why not? How about back to 29,000?
Because it's you started the run because you died.
It restarts every time?
I think so. Well, not like every time. Every time you die.
Why would I add? Add time to the. Okay, I understand. Stop breathing in my ear, brother.
What's in the drawer?
That helps a little bit, but not a lot of it. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Put the decoy down.
Trying. No fucking time. What am I supposed to do now?
Run!
It's the same place I hid last time. They're gonna know.
You're hiding with someone?
Copy that.
We go down together. Well, I'm about to say I'm gonna save his life then. You're welcome. Might save this dude.
Who's gonna die first?
68 seconds. Get ready to trigger.
Come out, wherever you are.
It's all gravy, baby. Try to save somebody if he. Should I save this dude in the basket?
No.
No.
Put fucking lotion in the bed.
There goes E-Mop.
E-Moppo.
Oh Lord, he's coming back. Oh Lord, he's coming back.
Huh?
Is that you? I can hear.
Shit.
Ow.
It's fucking bullshit. This guy's hacking.
What's your rank? What's your rank? What's your rank, bro?
God, I'm just trying to be number one. Just trying to be number one, man. It's not fair.
3,400th in the world.
Not fair. Okay, folks, that's gonna wrap this thing up. It's been an honor, a pleasure, even I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Had some crashes, things broke, but you know what? You stuck around. And we had a good time. We had a great time. We had a great time. Podcast platforms. If you didn't catch the entire Adam Marcus interview, it'll be available on all podcast platforms probably by tomorrow. But that's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. We'll be back on Tuesday.
You can wait till he's actually like the bar is going and he's searching.
Oh, seriously?
Oh,
That makes more. Should have done that. I might do a dedicated stream to just this.
honestly,
I just got codes for a game that I want to play on stream too. I was waiting. I was hoping they'd come in today because I was going to play on it today. But game over. Cubs lose. Season's over. It's already. But that's it. That's it. Don't stream tonight because of that team bonding thing. Well, maybe like late tonight because my wife does not work tomorrow. Got a baby shower to go to tomorrow.
Ooh.
So Scream 7 stream tonight.
And Chase can Chase play?
I mean, I played Fortnite with Chase last night. So you're the one I don't play with.
Yeah.
You're the fucking problem.
Well, I have to work at 3 a.m.
Well, now that you said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. No giveaway today, sorry. But you know what? That member goal will be hit next stream. I can feel it. I can feel it on Tuesday, picking a poke.
Yes.
Scream 7. So for next Friday's going to be a little bit weird because I think what I'm going to do is we'll have a spoiler-free review during the normal stream, and then I'm going to switch it over to members only and do a spoiler-free or a spoiler stream. I'm going to try to make that I'm going to have a big fucking banner. Spoilers! You know, on the actual feed so you guys don't get thrown off. It'll be on the title too. That'll be that. We'll have fun. It'll be fun next week. All that waiting. It's finally time. But all right, folks, that's it. We'll catch you on the flippity flip. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you when we see you. Deuces.
Want to think I have you, but I don't like to lie. So I lie here while you lie to her. Want to think you have me, 'cause you don't like to lose. But you lose me like they always do. Think I know you better to forget her. Certain people made for running. Think I need you more than let you know I'm bored. And tell me this means more than nothing. All you see is black roses. Could have been, but that's hoping. Don't ask for something more than yours. All you see is black roses. Could have been, but that's hoping. Don't ask for something more than yours. All you see is black roses. Want to think I love you, but I just love the lie. And I lie here while you lie to her. Think I know you better to forget her. Certain people made for running. Think I need you more than let you know I'm bored. And tell me this means more than nothing. All you see is black roses. Could